What up, Janet? How you doing? How's it going? Hey, can you hear me? I'm testing out my mic. I got a new mic, so hey, oh, you don't have to send me anything. Thank you. You don't have to send me anything. I'm just here to vibe and yeah, chop it up. How you been? How's everything? Yeah, my girl was telling me y'all had like a little TikTok, little get together right there in the Bronx. Oh, that's awesome. Hell yeah. But if you can hear me, just oh, awesome. Thanks a million. Thanks a million. I thought I was gonna say. Yeah, I'm just here going the live. Thanks for jumping on. You know, I was trying to jump on and I people on here, etc. But how you been? How's life? How's everything with you? Oh, thanks for sharing. My love, my respect. 1,000. Always, always. But how you been? How's everything with you? How's the love life? How's your head? How's family? How's your health? And meanwhile, I was just do the whole hypnotic talk relationship where I suffered my knee fresh ink. Gotta schedule in for a lot more actually. But I'm always going to jump in. Everything's good now. Good. All that. I'm always gonna jump in. Not jumping as far as the life, I'm jumping in general. And hey, it's cool. That's cool. Wait, keep working on yourself. That's all that matters. Remember, gotta fall back on the healing process, the awakening process, the eventually become woke process. Definitely. So, yeah, but they baby steps. You know what I mean? Like, shit, relationships are everywhere. But I tell people relationship with talk. I know it gets lonely most definitely. I know we have needs most definitely 1,000. But with that said, you don't want to be in another toxic relationship. I did that 30 years of my life. My relationships were long term. First being my narcissist, 1,000 team squares. I mean, team circles. 12 years, miserable shit. Like, so analogy, right? So before I say this, and my ex now, 7 years wise. Hey, Kiona, how you doing, miss? How's it going? Hey, damn it, Dan, how's it going? Before, like, and my recent ex was 7 years, and she's there, so her empath, etc. The categories I created. So with that said, like I tell people, I don't call myself a victim. I don't call myself a survivor. I just tell the story and that's it, right? So 30 years of my life, I've been in toxic relationships. And a lot of us in relationships, been in toxic relationships, not knowing. People are misguided in reality. But if you want to go by, if you're open-minded, you're vibing. We're set up in a generational cycle. So we're pretty much set up to fail. Especially in Spanish. Well, all cultures was definitely, especially in Spanish culture with religion. He stalks my Facebook page. Tell me he misses you without telling he misses you. He'll go first. Yo, that's cool. No, hey, let him. As long as you stay strong and don't take him back, then you're good. You saw that you're blessed. And then if you do take him back, that's when it's gonna get hard. I talk to many people on here, right? Mainly TikTok because this is where I buy with. You know what I mean? I got Facebook, IG, and Twitter. So I do my uploads from TikTok to there, etc. But like I tell people, what a baby girl, Team Squares all day, every day. But that said, recently I had some people that that went back to the exes that were accepted back in life, and I was like, just don't hit it out. I'm gonna hold your hand, guide you, and that's it. I'm just giving you a heads up. So be prepared that it's gonna get worse potentially. And if you die the first time, the second time's gonna hurt more, and the more time you allow in the situation, then it's gonna get worse. I promise you. And this, I've been there, done that. You don't have to believe me. Call me stupid, call me crazy, and hurt my feelings. All I'm doing is forewarning you. Just prepare yourself. Cause and I tell them, I'm not trying to be a dick and be rude to you. I'm just trying to hold your hand and guide you, right? And with that said, I tell them, when I forewarn you and you're about to hit your head on the ground again, remember me. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I'm just trying to get your attention. LOL, right? Him, 1,000. Cause it's over, it's done with. That's the shit. Like the idea is not to go back in the past. And that's the deal, to not go back in the past. But we all do it, yo. Don't be hard on yourselves. I tell people first and foremost, if you have a support team, hey, what do I do? How you do, hermano? Then it's hard. You know what I mean? Like I did it. Like a lot of us think not know that nobody's vibing with vibing with. No one knows what I'm going through. If I tell my story or tell what I'm going through, they won't understand where I'm coming from. A lot of people, it does happen a lot. Because what's gonna happen? Then get over them, move on, get you another boyfriend, girl. Just the other situation. I'm just like, yo, that's it. That's the answer, huh? Just get another boyfriend, girlfriend. We moving. We blessed. Okay, sounds good. And that's what hurt people. All that body hopping shit. I did it. We've done the AKA whole phase. Not everybody, but a lot. You do the traditional of the traditional way, which is called, play fair bullshit. Just one night stands, keep it pushing, and that's it. Don't care about no feelings, right? I did benefits. I did for like quite a minute. So with that said, it was wrong. Obviously, it's wrong. But I did it because why? I was trying to fill the void I couldn't get from my first big mom of 12 years of narcissist 1,000. I'm not, now that I know what I know, they're a lost cause, I would forewarn them out there as an individual, and they can live with the forewarning, and that's their ish, not my ish. So to that people, once you understand what a narc is in the Spanish culture, square up with this, mandilon, circle narcissist, machista. So that's why in the Spanish culture, we say I'm the narcissist, I'm narc, we're not taught this, so we don't understand this, right? But if I say mandilon machista, yo, I got you here, right? So that's our analogy. Actually, matter of fact, I have it right here. Boom, hashtag machista. Hashtag narcissist. So I have to get my alpha, etc., all that good stuff, And I'm just trying to help and guide people. Like, yo, I sound crazy, I'll be crazy, but I already forgot to make it. Hey, what up? ¿Cómo estás? But hey, if you want to jump on Do Live, let me know. I can grab another headset. But the only downfall potentially, I got probably back in, back out, and then hopefully the audio. Right now, I'm just based off of my new mic, so it won't be so like choppy, etc. Hey, Cuban Goddess, how you doing? But anyways, so but that's why I'm just helping and guiding people. Like, yo, I went through the healing process, awakening process, which a lot of people in this world are on the awakening process. That's what you have in the Matrix. 2D world, the sheep that we don't know what's going on. 3D world, which is basically you are going through your awakening, you understand about Emerson Narc, now you vibing, you understand, and you're being more open-minded about the situation. He was saying, Mano, I have to charge my phone first to do that. Oh, it's cool. Hey, next time we'll definitely do a appointment, I guess, or a set time, as they say. But yeah, well, I'll be here for a little while, and then we gotta game it up. Most definitely gotta game it up. So anyone that games it up, it's my brother Turner. We do Apex, that's our ish. But whatchamacallit, gaming, it's like game therapy. So me personally, individual, now that I went through my awakening and I'm woke, I treat everything as therapy. TikTok live, etc. For example, my situation, so like me as an individual, just once again, like when I take a shower, right, it's that shower, it's not crazy, that shower therapy, because like I have my days that when my kids bother me, right, especially on the weekends. I love them to death, but they just left, and I got my girl, yes, but she lives in Cali, so we won't be together in 2 years, right, officially, living wise. So with that said, I'm a single father, with 8 kids. You know what I mean? So when they're here in the weekend, my brother Terry, he can testify, etc. Like, if you want to see my narcissists come out, my kids, kids are pushing buttons all day. They're good at that. That's their job, And I have 8 kids, so everybody has their own persona, etc. So I gotta play referee, all that good shit. They make hell of a mess. That's why this weekend was pretty rough, because they just made a mess, like bad, like food's everywhere, and it just like it's a lot. As an individual, I gotta deal with my older daughters. I'm just like, I try to buy my tongue best ass, but I can't do so much, But with that said, like that's the only people in this world as I speak that can trigger me at my kiddos. Why is my TikTok always talking about narcissists and tarot cards? I'm getting tired of seeing. It's called Janet. It's called the algorithm. So basically, the way it works on TikTok wise, a majority of platforms main TikTok, it's like when you start liking relationship and breakups, that's where it throws you as an individual, your TikTok, as a user in that category wise. Me personally, I see it all the time. Narc talk, breakups, religion, etc. Which I love it. I love to chop it up, wave it up. Be back in 10 minutes in my know for sure, 1,000. But I love to talk about it. But everybody has their way of speaking. What I do, what's going on. Everybody has their way of speaking. That's why, like Julie, you tell you right now. Right now, the amp community wise, we do the narc. People do narc talk. I do a little bit of narc, more on us. Be careful with us, because a lot of people are hurt, etc. It's stressing me out because I'm healing and seeing the stress. Okay, so check out. So that's part of the healing process. That's called triggers, because you're trying to heal, right? And so that's why I tell people, when you're in the healing process, TikTok will do it for sure. Like if you go to breakups, right? You put the like, you put your, you start following people in that category. So now you're in the algorithm. You're in the breakups, right? So me personally, I see it all the time. Like this, I call them the sad talks. So you don't sit on that too much, because it will bring you down. If you have a support team, you can call, DM, video chat, text. That's me. I got very blessed. That's why I have it on me. So I let my ex, her name, premeditated, because of the decision she did with the whole Jada August entanglement, etc. And I let her go in 88 days. With whom? I I had a squad of 10 imps. You know, my light workers. I got very blessed every which way. I've been single for a year. It's cool. Hey, that's cool. Just you get lonely. Yes, we have needs. Yes, but here's the best part of the healing process, especially by yourself, is you don't know about this shit. Like me when I was going, I was almost like single for like so it may so 7 months basically. I was until my girl, etc. And it does get lonely. It does. Like me, for example, I was everybody was only speaking. So meanwhile, you got your ex's name? Oh yeah, right here. That's her name. So that was her name, right? So that's why I have all this. It's a story. It's the answers to life, relationship, why we suffered. So I have my hashtags, So I have like hashtag machistas, love, when we started, when we ended, and then So that's why my nickname to her was because when she pulled the date August entanglement, aka cheating, it's a premeditated decision. So I just called her nickname premeditated. So that's why I have her name premeditated. I believe in this as an individual. Like everything that I've gone through, as I get over it, I heal from it. I just make fun of it. I laugh about it, and that's why it's that laughing therapy. Oh no, how your girl feel about this? Oh well, here's the kicker. Like real shit, real talk. That's a good question. 1,000. My belief is this. Like me, I've been with females that have their ex's name. Why am I supposed to care? As an individual, I don't care. That's it's your past. I don't worry about your past. I worry about today, and that's it. And that's like my girl. For her and I, we're gonna get ours for sure, most definitely. And that's why people like when I said it, like you just barely know her. Like no, we blessed 1,000. I promise that. Till last day in breath type of shit. A lot of people can't say that. They can't. And me wise, so my first baby mama told you destroyed right bad. Like you heard bad. So after her, I did this concept of 80-20. You'll see it here on TikTok. But so the way I did 80-20 was I told every female that I was not that many. As far as relationship wise, I told them to see maybe 1, 2, 3. So 3 relationships. With in total with my baby moms. My first one, 4 relationships. But after my first baby mom destroyed me, I told these females, shit out, I'm gonna do 80-20 with you. And what do you mean 80-20? So I'm gonna give you 80% of my heart today. When I'm ready to give you my other 20 to complete the 100. I'll do that. When they're like, well, that's kind of unfair because I'm giving you 100. And I go, yes, you don't have to vibe with me. You don't have to be with me. But I'm just letting you know I don't want to get destroyed. So it was a wrong concept, yes, but at the same time I was looking out for myself. But that's why, people hurt people. That's why you got to be very cautious. Thank you, Janet. If you don't have to send me anything, thanks, man. I love to respect you, but you don't have to. Gracias. My ex got my name tat, but I don't know if he draw another tattoo. That's cool. Hey, no. X for a reason. Let it be. He can have a whole picture of you on him. It doesn't matter. Like, I mean, first, like me as an individual, right? With my ex's name, everyone says, "Oh, are you gonna cover it up?" Like, nah. I have love for her as the mother of my kids, yes, but I don't love her. No, that shit's over. It's done with, etc. Moved on. Lesson learned, most definitely, and that's why I even told my ex, now I know why we failed. Like, and but the narcissist, right? So I believe she was a narcissist. Oh, before I say that, I jump off subject. Anyways, so I told the 3 females, hey, like me to love me, I'll give you, hey Lulu, how you doing, miss? How's it going? I'll give you 80% of my heart today. And the 20, I don't know when I can give it to you. Does it sound kind of unfair? Yes, it does sound kind of unfair, right? Because how are you going to be with somebody that, like, yo, I'm going to give you 80% of my heart, you're giving me 100, but I'm going to give you 80, and I'm going to give you 20 when I feel like it. It was shitty, yes, but now that I know what I know, I was just basically looking out for myself because I was broken still. I was still hurt. A lot of people say, no, that's not true. Yo, I know myself as an individual. And that's why I tell people, I understand it gets lonely. Like, hey, look at you, a year, right? Hey, how you doing? How you been? How's it going? How's life? How's your health? How's the family? But, like you, it's been a year, right, single. So, but the positive is this. Like, when I was going through it, right? Before I even got my ink done last year, I was like, the positive of being single is, it hurts. It's a healing process. It sucks and it hurts, yes. And I promise you this, if you don't have a support team, it gets hella hard because we think, not know that we can fix ourselves by ourselves. We can try. I tried. It took me 5.5 years, and this is my brother, to finally let go of my first baby mom. That's a long time. And we can't get time back, can we? We can't get emotions back, can we? So I could potentially have a good relationship with somebody else. The downfall is I couldn't let go of my ex. I didn't know how to. I didn't have a support team. So I tell people, yo, 1,000, you gotta have a support team. But once again, you don't have to buy me. You can say, fuck that, I'll do it myself. As a matter of fact, I invited her to the live, but if she jumps on, that's her choice, not, But like I told her, I'm here for you in the world, and that's why I love, once again, my inks is basically it's the answer to life relationship I've suffered, and I'm just telling a story. I'm used to being a single. Oh yeah, no, that's you get used to it, and what you do when you do that, you have your walls up. So like it's like keep working at yourself. Am I mad at you? Is she mad at me? I don't believe. I believe not. It's just like, for example, like today was a little rough day with my kids, right? So me as an individual, once again, the only people in the world that trigger me as an individual to bring my narc traits out is my kids. Teenagers, adults, no, I can slaughter anybody. I'm not that person, but I can. Words don't bother me at all. Debating, I love debating. As long as you're open-minded, open-minded and vibing, we vibing. But here's the kicker with me as an individual, I match your energy. You play stupid, I play stupid. That's what I tell my kiddos, like I'm trying to teach you something. Like, why am I mad at you guys? Y'all made a mess, right? You don't want to clean it, but you want to play games. Want to buy you V-Bucks and Fortnite, all that good shit, but you don't want to clean. So how do we function, And I tell them, you can be mad at me. That's cool. It hurt my feelings. You take in your head, be like, dad's mean, dad's a bully, dad's a piece of shit. It hurt my feelings. Say that. But at the same time, am I mean or are you mean for not doing your part? I'm just matching your energy. You're playing dumb, I'm playing dumb. I'm trying to teach you something like that. I gotta tell my kids, you can yell at me, cuss me out. It hurt my feelings. But I'm gonna tell you this, so why are you cussing me out? Amber's there with you. Oh no, my girl, she lives in Cali. I live here in Washington. So that's what I'm saying, for her to be like officially one together as live in the same household, it'd be 2 years from now. So that sounds kind of crazy. And I love my girl to the fullest 1,000, and that's why I tell her, I know when I speak, the way I speak, I'm very firm and blunt. But I tell you, I'm not trying to throw this in your face at all. Because I'm speaking to you because you're my partner, right? So with that said, I say what I say, and I tell I'm basically in the week. In the weekend I have all the kids. I'm the 8. I'm by myself. I'm a single father with 8 kids at a time. And with that said, it's a hell of a hard job. Because I had to. Mad love, respect to all the single moms out there. 1,000 most definitely. You better be good to my Amber. She's sweet. No, 1,000. We're blessed every which way. Every which way. That's why you got that TikTok love story. It's very unexpected. That's why I tell people in life. So once again, nobody's gonna vibe me with the shit I say. You don't have to vibe me. Call me stupid, ignorant. It doesn't hurt my feelings. But my belief is this. It's been here, right? So I believe what I did. Once again, to do what I did. But I fell back. I made a choice to myself as an individual when I was going through my breakup. I could do like before Seattle. Once again, I exited the whole phone switching me out the party. The J Dong entanglement. That's why I have it on me, and that's why I have her name premeditated. Because 90% of amps or narcs, I don't care what you are, 90% of her decisions is premeditated. Be it good, be it bad. We already thought about it. I'm gonna steal this pencil. I'm gonna tell this person off. 10% of that as an amp. That's your narc traits come out when you lash out, and that's called reactive abuse. Because somebody triggers you. Someone pushes the limit. Like my triggers are my kids. I try to bite my tongue best at, but that's the only people in the world that can bother me. Everybody else, nah. I promise you won't bother me at all. You can tell me faggot, stupid. It's just a word to me. It don't hurt my feelings. But if I do reverse psychology and call you that, I bother you. I promise you that. So I tell everybody, Neo in the Matrix. I'm just a referee. I call Amsterdam 1,000. I tell you how you doing. I told you, Mom, how's it going? Since you're having your ex name, are you going to have Amber's name too and throw my also? Yeah. Oh no. Matter of fact, we're actually gonna get to meet together. So we're getting like kings and queens, and she's gonna have her name. I'm gonna have I'm tired. My name on her and vice versa. Her name on me. So yeah, we're actually doing thing together. But which I'm don't care. But yeah, no. I have mad love and respect her because like with her, I give it 1,000. I give it 1,000. She's the first individual. It wasn't my first baby moms. I gave it my all, but it was toxic every which way because I got sold a dream, not knowing. But that's the thing. It's a big conversation. I try to be on it to a certain extent as far as time wise. But with that, so that's why me as an individual, I create my categories as amps. On here you'll see a dark empath and you'll see an empath, right? But what I created was a traditional empath, a herd amp one, a lost one, and then a 2020 amp, which is I went through my awakening. Now I'm woke in the Matrix. I understand how this functions, how the world functions. And that's why I say all you have in this world is amps and narcs. So look around you. The individual, what are you? Are you an empath or a narcissist? Remember this, everybody in the world has narcissist traits. Everybody. So don't... on here, everyone just drops the word narcissist way, way too freely. If the sun's in my eye, narcissist. If the stars are misaligned, narcissist. If someone honks at me, narcissist. I'm like, yo, no. That is way too freely. You have to know 1,000, not 100. Oh, I think they are. A little less alive. think is not knowing. You gotta know 1,000 that they are. So stop using that word too freely, you know? I be scared with all these fake people because I don't know if my ex stalking my TikTok too. Oh, hey, man, you know that, if he's stalking you on Facebook, he's stalking you on here. Anyone create an account. But here's the kicker, like, I hear it on relationship stuff, like coaches, they be like, block your exes, go no contact. But you can most definitely. Me as an individual, I've always been strong, right? That's what my ex recent wise, I didn't do that. Like, she would block me and that shit would hurt, yes, because she was doing her ish. If I take a shit from narcissist, right? Which I'm called when I was going through it, obviously it hurt when she would block me because I blocked me on IG and Facebook. Why you block me? Even though she's doing her thing with her quote unquote friend then before it became official, it hurt obviously because I'm home with 8 kids. I'm playing the role of mom and dad, and I'm not a mom or dad. I'm just a guy that has a bunch of kids that works. So as I say, I'll say it 1,000 times. I give mad love, respect to all the mothers out there, true moms, all the single moms, couple, etc. Because that's the hardest job in the world. I've done Alaska, I've done shit to do jobs, but I made time to take a break. When you got kids, the more you have, the more they stack, right? So when I go to the restroom here, it's hard to go to the restroom, man. Because why? My little man pounding the door, my little P.O. waiting to be yelling at me, basically open the door, because he's about to be 2. And now you start yelling and crying, And then if I go outside, all the boys come and tell me, yo, go boys, I'm about to take the garbage outside. Give me a second, be right back. Oh no, they all come out. Where you going? Like, I just told you I'm going to take the garbage. I'll be right back, So it's hard, and that's why I was going through it. I was like, that's why as an individual, as a male, right? Typically males for the most part, when you have kids, an individual, and you're the one get cheated on, right? And once again, no relationship is perfect. Everybody has their flaws. I actually was toxic for 7 years, and now I know why I was toxic for 7 years. That's why I told my ex, I sound crazy to you, especially in the Spanish culture, understandable, but I already figured the situation out and why it failed. And that's why hurt people. But with that said, that's why when I was going through it, like she was, she stopped me to a certain extent because she would get. So here's the kicker: narcissists 1,000, they love bomb, gaslight, sell your dreams, fake your Romeo and Juliet love story, verbally abusive, physically abusive, manipulate, all that shit. That is a narcissist 1,000. But here's the kicker: that is their job, giving their fucking props. They're beasts at what they do. So, but with that said, I tell people, give them the props. But they're all robotic. Every single one of them, no matter what color it is, where they come from in this world, they're all robotic. They all do the exact same shit. They can act nice. They can't be nice. You gotta do things of difference. Like, are they being authentic? Or are they just being, acting? That's why I tell people, observe your surroundings. Learn how to read people. Me, I can read people all day. Especially now, I've been on before. But now that I know what I know, oh yeah. That's why on here I've had 5 narcs block me. Then I've had about 7 imps block me because they're hurt empaths. And some are traditional, because when they talk about religion, I'm like, oh, this is my ish. I love to debate. If you don't mind to be vibing, because here's the kick about religion really fast. Religion is good, don't get me wrong. Whatever you believe, I don't give a shit, Catholic, Christian, Buddhist, whatever. Even if you're atheist, I don't care if you believe in the stars, whatever. Whatever higher power, whatever belief you have, that's cool, most definitely. But here's the kicker, and like in Spanish culture, and a lot of cultures that with Christianity and stuff, if you sit on here's the kicker. If you sit on it, study the Bible from front to back, in and out, and I don't care if you know everything about it, that's a positive, most definitely. Hell yeah, I'll give you mad props to that. But here's the kicker: don't sit on that too much, because the day that you give your all to an individual, for example, like I'm gonna do tell about the V card because that's what I had my first baby moms. So I did traditional old school way of save myself for the quote unquote the perfect one. And whoever laid down with, that's the person I'm gonna have a family with, and white picket fans, old school, House in the Prairie type of shit, right? Traditional ways, and that's called the traditional empath. That's what I call them. All the ones that are V cards, and they're saving themselves because religion, etc. That's the traditional empath. And if they're not guided, I tell all the young cats on here, yo, I just forewarn you. Call me crazy, don't hear me, but just hear what I gotta say. You can, we're communicating. Now your choice to comprehend when you choose to, I've been looking for you to hop on because you heal me so much. Oh, Janet, I got you 1,000. I know I've been trying to get on here, but I'm a busy person right now. So you'll see me a hell of a lot more when October happens, because that's when the market's in Seattle, and I'm a seasonal worker. I work from like April until September, October a little bit. You'll see way more. I'll be on TikTok basically every day type of shit, except on the weekend when my boys are here. So I'll have my boys from when school starts. I'll have the boys from Friday night till Sunday night. So yeah, I got you 1,000 every which way. I learned they can save themselves for the right person, but they won't be the right person. 1,000. Well said. Well said. And that's why I need to do a TikTok about that, because on here there's males and females, a lot of females that they're saying the V card, and they're religious, which is beautiful, and they're fucking pure. And that reminds me of myself. I was almost 21 years old, and I quote unquote denied all these females, right, to save for the right one, and allowed to a narcissist. 1,000, not knowing. She fucking mopped me up like a champ. 1,000. And with that said, for example, Janet, I don't know if I'm pretty confident you're Latina, but I don't know if you're like Boricua, Dominicana, whatever. But with that said, Mexican, Hispanic girls, in our culture, they can be cool and chill. They can be a little toxic, but Latina, your guys' culture is worse. It's you guys are more blunt, especially East Coast Latina, it's setting worse. Not in a bad way, but y'all, like I say, more spicy, right? So when I told my pops, because they asked me, who I was dating, because I was almost a virgin, so I was 21 years old, and I told him, she's Latina, and my pops was like, yo, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Hispanic, Latinos, yo, we don't mix. We speak Spanish, yes, we have similarities, but you're everything? You're like my first baby mom. She's born in Caracas, Venezuela, but no, I said, but she's a mutt. She's a quarter Dominican, Brazilian, Puerto Rican, Boricua. So my daughters are all that, plus Chicano, Mexican American. So with that said, I was telling you, I'm cool vibe. My dad's like, I'm just like, now it's gonna be a hard life. I'm telling you right now, we don't vibe, man. Like you can talk to them, verbalize, chop it up, but you find the hard way, How many baby moms you got? Oh, me, I only got 2. My first baby mom, 12 years, narcissist, 1,000, team circles. 3 daughters, 18, 17, 11. My ex now is 7 years. I heard him. Team squares. Well, by blood 4 boys, but my stepson 5. So my stepson's 9. Then our boys are 7, 6, 4, and about to be 2 in September. So yeah, I only got 2. So I just got a bunch of kids. So that's why, when I see these people on TikTok, which I reached out to them, etc. And I think usually when I watch on TikToks, I'll save I don't know how y'all are on TikTok, me as an individual, I have a lot of homework to do, a bunch of stitches. Especially now that I can do 3-minute stitches, I can elaborate a lot more. Because 1 minute, I speak fast, I try to slow down. And then so 3 minutes, I can try to slow down, elaborate a lot better, clear. Got a better mic now, so you should be able to hear me a lot better, most definitely. But the V card, it's very precious. Very precious. Oh, what's up, Jesus Army? How you doing, miss? How's it going? Welcome to the live. Thanks for catching it. How you feeling now? Kyo, ¿cómo estás? Team shirt out there every day. Team Amps right here. Where am I at? Oh yeah, there it is. Team Amps. But the V card is very, very precious, But I'm gonna reach out to them, etc. And I'm pretty confident I wrote down their TikTok. If not, I say they're my favorites. Because me personally, I save any TikTok I see, anybody, Janet, etc. You make a TikTok. What I'll do is I feel like, for example, if you allow me to stitch it, or the whole world to stitch it, and you're asking about how do I do a relationship, how to do with the breakup, what I do as an individual, because I have a lot of people to catch up with, I'll put up my favorites and it saves it on my profile. So when I go back to my profile, I have I don't know, one of these days I'll catch up. I probably have 100, 150 stitches to do. That's a lot. That's probably I usually do, now that I can do a 3-minute stitch, I usually do a 3-minute stitch so I can elaborate to you what's going on with you. For example, then the one that I see a lot on my FYP, which, once again, to each own when I say this, right? So a lot of people say, a lot of people get bitter about the situation, but they'll be like, I don't have to forgive, and it's okay. It's most definitely the individual, your choice, right? Your choice. Shit is sacred. I agree. Oh, 1,000. No, the V card, 1,000. No, it's very. That's me. I tell anybody's got it. Take care of it. 1,000, but you have to save it. Religion is cool, yes. Practice the Bible, yes, but do not lose the wrong individual. I got sold the biggest dream in the world. I mopped up for 12 years. Because what happens to you? Whatchamacallit, when you're when you have the V card, right? And then you get manipulated. And you're pretty much you stuck like Chuck. You done. And that person is a narcissist. I'm off the fuck out of you. Like my ex, my first baby mom told you, but I left her, right? I chose to, because that's what the trombone, because it was toxic, it was shit. I get devoured every which way. And with that said, I let her know that, but I gave her props. Yeah, you're a beast what you do. You got me. You got the V card. I'm not the best, but you chose me out of 5 people. That's how, actually, she taught me this. It says the way you meet somebody is the way you lose somebody. She taught me that. And that's why, with that said, that's why she chose me at a 5. But the reason why she chose me because I had the V card. The other 4 cats, nah, they were like guys, running in the street, hooligans and shit. So they're not virgin. She can't really, she can manipulate with the skins, TLC, lust, not love. Yes, but it'd be harder. I got the V card. I'm soft, Manilong, etc. The nice guy, quote unquote. Easy to manipulate. Oh, fuck, all hands down. That's why I told her at the end, yo, I give you your props. You're a fucking beast at what you do. And that's the shit. So with that said, I just took it in, and then as I was for her wise, it took me 5.5 years, and losing my brother to finally let it go 1,000. That's a very, very long time. Because like a lot of people out here, they're like, "Oh, I'll do it by myself." And I tell them, you can do it most definitely if you choose to. But I'm gonna tell you this: it gets lonely, and then you're gonna be missing a lot of relationships. Or if you're in relationships, you didn't take time to heal. So now you're doing what? Body hopping, hurt people, etc. And it's gonna be a long haul, and your head is your best friend and your worst enemy. A lot of people smile and rock the mask of smiles, but you're done behind it. I died for a very long time. I rocked that mask for 39 years of my life. Like, I'm strong. I know it's strong, but I had my days. I had my days that break down, etc. Right? Because when we have our breaks, we stay away from the family. By ourselves, that's when we take it off. I tell you, I ball out, probably like a bitch, because I'm tired of I'm tired of overthinking. My head, to tell you, your head's your best friend or your worst enemy. I'm just like, damn, all these fucking whys. Who, when, where, why, whom? Our favorite question with the cherry top? Why? Because we're trying to figure out, okay, childhood was alright, got my ass beat many times. It is what it is. Older now, we can laugh about it. Survived. I'm talking about it, right? The shitty relationship with my ex, I'm like, dude. And then my people be like, yo, why you always hook up with, they're like, girls from the hood, etc. Like, they just want to beat your ass. I'm like, I don't know, I guess I attract them apparently, and that's why, square in the circle, the Empton Arcs is a true recipe to a toxic relationship, 1,000. The reason why is if you're the nice guy, the nice girl, you're gonna get mopped up. You're the easy ass prey, 1,000. And that's why, once again, narcissist 1,000, that is their job, to sell you a dream, the fake revenge of love story, and then to mop your ass up. Give them their props, they're a beast. But once again, they're all robotic. They can act nice, they can't be nice, they can't ever be fixed. You know why? Because God can't fix you. You know why? Because that's the devil's disciple. That's what God and the devil made a little. They made a whatchamacallit. If you were religious about it, they made a deal. Because once again, Lucifer, aka the devil, called them out. Like, yo, I could do your job. And why do you think that happens anywhere at a job with your people, your boys, your squad? If I was a popular kid to a certain extent, right? So we had a clique. Wise. So my people my quote unquote my boys be jealous of me. Like, yo, why I be cool with you? I can do what you do. Be cool with everybody. And I be like, yo, I'm just an individual. I'm vibe with everybody. I don't give a shit. Gangbang, push weight, FFA, punk rut. I don't care. As long as I match your energy. You treat me good, I treat you good. We vibing. That's it. I don't care about categories and bullshit. And I would tell them, yo, be the popular person. Vibe with everybody. And they couldn't. Because I'm a socialist. I can verbalize all day, every day. Especially now, Seattle changing. As it is before we moved from Eastern Washington to West Washington, I was all, if I be cool with you, I'll chop it up with you. Now, I'll get comfortable about you. Move to Seattle, I'm a socialist now because the West has the best side, man. Because Seattle shows you love. It's crazy. Like you get lost, right? My people told me that from the Valley East side to the West side, they were here for a year in Seattle wise, and they told me, hey, if you ever get lost, don't be surprised when they give you directions and they ask you how you doing, how's the family, how's life, and you're like, what the fuck? Don't get offended, man. The West side, they show love and they actually care about you, and they'll give you a shirt off your back, no problem. So in the beginning, it was a little awkward because the East Side's 1950 Rolodex, man. Everyone's, keeps to themselves. The policy is I don't know you, don't talk to me type of shit, and that's narrow-minded type of shit, but I've always been more open-minded. Seattle just brought it all out, so I'm a socialist. That's why I can go live, chop it up with the whole world. Call me stupid, it don't hurt my feelings, words don't bother me at all, We all going to die, so why not have fun? Well, see, that's traditional answer, traditional comment, was definitely traditional saying, but was definitely we're gonna die eventually. But the thought is more if you can just enjoy life to the fullest. Don't even worry about death. But a traditional lost empath, like for example, let's say an empath is what? A lover, healer, and overthinker, which is a traditional answer, which is probably the most common definition of an empath. So with that said, what I do, my definitions of a traditional lost empath. You guys. When I say you guys, because I was a hurt one. So now I'm a 2020. So I'm woke, the referee. So I say all traditional hurt lost emps. What are you guys? Lovers, healers, and overthinkers. What are you about? love, time, death. Out of the 5 W's, who, what, where, why, whom, what's your favorite question at the cherry top? Why? What is your flaw as an empath? For being a traditional empath, a hurt one, the last one. You guys do majority of your choices with your heart feelings instead of your mind common sense. And that's why they always fight each other. That's why you don't go with your intuition. That's why when people do you dirty, fuck. I never ever listen to myself. Never. It always fuck me over because why? I never listen to myself. And that's why your head, your mind common sense like, yo, they're gonna do you dirty. And your heart's like, no, they won't do that to me. Even though they already fucked me over 1,000 times, they won't do 1,001. They're not that mean. They do you dirty 1,001. And your head's like, I told you. Should just push them away. You know? I'm gonna start nun class on September. Yo, you for real? So go to Seattle. Hey, Seattle's I love it there. That's like so. I'm born raised in Eastern Washington. Hey Twilight, hey Miss, how you know? How's your night going? How's life? How's your health? So check out. Religion is cool, yes, but remember, do not sin it to the fullest. Which I was trying to get to my point. Cause like the females out here that are on TikTok, you know, they say, you know, okay, I'm a virgin, religion, and it's cool to speak about Jesus and God and Christianity 1,000. I don't care if you're Buddhist, Muslim, whatever. That's beautiful, yes. But here's the kicker: you got the V card, so you're pure and innocent. You don't know shit on shit. What's happening in the real world? I'm doing good. How are you? Oh, I'm very blessed. I love my kids 1,000, but they're a lot. I got 8 kids, so my kids bring out the narc traits out of me on the weekends. During the week a little bit with my girls, but I'm trying to do better with them. We're trying to get along better, but other than that, I'm doing very good, very blessed life. Thank you. Got my fresh ink. Friday, it'll be a week, I believe. I gotta get more done. I'm doing my collarbone, so oxymoron. So I tell people, when you can let go of your ex, and X is 1,000, not 100, not 500, 1,000. A lot of people, for a matter of fact, a lot of people on TikTok be like, I'm under my awakening, and I'm woke, and I'd be like, I'm the referee, I'm Neo. I'm like, so you say you're woke, right? Question, I'll be on either TikTok live or their TikToks. It'd be like, you say you're woke, which is cool. But with that said, can you see your ex? If your ex, as we speak, don't matter, I don't know your story, but if your ex, as we speak, is in your face, nose to nose, ear to ear, what happens to you emotionally? Do you get any, knots? Do you get anxiety? Do you get past memories? Can you talk to them? Small little talk, etc. And with the cherry on top, can you tell them this? I told my ex, I love you for leaving me. An oxymoron. Everyone's like, what the fuck does that mean? It's an oxymoron. How can you tell someone that destroyed you, I love you for leaving me? I tell people, when you have bitterness, hatred to that individual, you can't say that. Because you still haven't fully healed. You haven't let them go 1,000. And so I tell people, that's when I actually get my collarbone. I love you for leaving me. I'm telling you, my camera is basically as a story. This answer life, relationships, why we suffer. Because all in the world you have M's and Narcs and that's it. Hi X, I'm chill. There you go. No, hey, that's how you do it. You just keep it humble. And that's what, matter of fact, a lot of my FIP people are saying, like, once again, you don't forget. You don't have to forgive and forget. First and foremost, that forget shit. Forgive, yes, forget. How do you forget? The only way you can forget about this situation is if you have amnesia. Real shit, real talk. You can't forget who did you dirty, who touched you, who beat your ass, all that good shit. You can't. You can try to, but once again, like me, I'm a computer technician. Any computer questions? Microsoft, Apple, I got you. I'm the mechanic basically. IT guy, no. IT is more networking, coding, programming. I'm the mechanic. My computer's slow, cool. I'm the doctor. I'll check it out and I'll tell you what's going on with it today, not tomorrow. That's what I do with relationships. I'm crash course is going on with you today, and I'm trying to help you and guide you today, not tomorrow, so you understand where I'm coming from and why your overthink is triggered, why your PTSD, anxiety, why everything's scattered as you speak, especially in a fresh breakup, or if you're still dealing with the breakup and you still haven't learned how to let go 1,000, then you try to live life, but you're rocking the massive smiles, and that's a no-no. But you don't, which we do, most definitely. You the weather new, but in a relationship. You the better new. Oh, sorry, Jack. Can you comment that, please? Because it says you the weather new, but in a relationship. You the better new. So I'm better. Yeah, for sure, better than you. Yeah, as far as that, yes, I'm way better than before. I've done mistakes. We all have done mistakes. But here's the kicker: we've done mistakes in life because we were raising correctly. We've been stuck in a generational cycle, not knowing. Like, tell me you don't believe me? Mom, Dad, whoever raised you, M Snarks, what's that? M with the narcissist, what's that? There's your flaw. All our flaws. Schools, M snarks, what's that? Empathy narcissist, what's that? Boom, strike two. Now you're down to yourself. Now TikTok is the best platform to learn about this. Crash course today. That's the only reason why I'm on TikTok. Real shit will talk. I was on Facebook. I was on IG. Which is still on there, but you know, on Facebook, you know, females, they, you know, because I'm basically telling female story what happened, etc. And I don't hold back, as you know, I verbalize every which way. So with that said, you know, I was doing it. I tell you, don't believe me, go on to hear my TikTok. You can click my name, my bio is there for my IG and my YouTube channel, and you can see I was rocking the shit about the mask of smiles when I was going through it, and I was doing it with 8 kids at a time. Is that a competition? No, far from that, far from that. But I tell people, yo, you go through a breakup, especially if you're male on the male side, you got kids individual, and they get up and leave. If I want to, I'll get bitch out. Say, you know, I'm out. Fuck that. I got done dirty. All my 8 kids, yo. My daughters go with your grandpa, with my parents. All my boys drop all my kids off to her parents, and give up my kids. I tell people, all you parents, it's rude but not rude, but it's, I'm just blunt. Yo, all you parents that give up on your kids, and you know it sucks to get fucked over, yes, but it's not your kid's fault. Every kid in this world wants to see the parents together, common fucking sense, but they don't know what's going on between you two, and that's why it's in a true toxic relationship. The true victims. Even though like me, I've got my ass kicked, punch, I'm stabbed, except my hands cut, almost stabbed. I can tell you stories, man, with these females. And with that said, once again, I don't call myself a victim nor survivor. I'm just telling a story because it's hella funny, right? And that's why I could have gave up. But all the parents, quote unquote, that do that shit and they give them the kids because their ex left them and shit. It sucks, it hurts, yes. But don't take it on the kids, man. You know, it's fucking very unfair. And the kids don't know what's going on in life. Like me and my kid, gracias a Dios, you know, thanks to God, my kids, yo, my boy is very, very, like, you know, very strong. Like, I was worried that they're gonna be like, you know, hella questions. Now they call me dad, and then they call, you know, their stepfather dad. I go, hey, you know, they call me by my name. And then, you know, they're trying to stay proper without, you know, I know they don't get in trouble or. Like 9 times I did, yo, call me whatever, you know, my name, my nickname, etc. It doesn't hurt my feelings, you know. You have 2 homes. So I go, you and I, we try to do good, right? So with your moms and you're on my side, the benefit is this, that we keep vibing with you. And I hold your hand, guide you every which way. But with that said, the positive is this. As long as your mom does her part, I do my part, everything's double. 2 party, everything's double. Holidays, you got 2 birthday parties, and they're like laughing, oh, I never thought of that. Good. So as long as we do our part, we good. We good on our part, you know? I'm sorry, guys, I can't catch up with you. Lulu. I also hate myself giving dudes second chance. I want the hurt to freaking stop. I don't want to end up hate. Oh, I'm sorry to do hugs, respect to my love to you. I know it's hard. It gets hard. Especially when you give a second chance. Like once again, not really. Like so many people. Chase happiness. Leave him for your help. 1,000. Janet, trust me, you heal in time. I've been through. Now I'm being happy. Oh, Janet, yes, I was. You know that's the beauty about the situation. Like me. I'm a little person, you know what I mean? So with that said, I'm just here to hold your hand, guide you. Nobody in the world can, remember this, nobody in the world, not even God, can fix you. Nobody. No religion, no drugs, alcohol, no therapist, counselor. Nobody. The only person that can fix you is you. Because your head is your best friend, your worst enemy. Like I tell people, you can have your people, your squad, right? I can make you feel good. Like let's say, for example, we're all together, right? And you guys are down. Or let's say, for example, Lulu, you're down. So we all pick you up. And Ferrari, lovers, healers, right? So what we do, we show you love, we uplift you, guide you, hold your hand, and make you feel hella good, right? And that's awesome. But here's the kicker with the cherry on top. When we gotta go back to our cribs, our homes, right? We go our separate ways. You can always tell me, yo, you can always call me, DM me, text me, we chop it up all day. But if you can't get a hold of me and you gotta deal with yourself at the end of the day, then what? Your head is your best friend and your worst enemy. That's the shit. So you're feeling good, but then you're scared to go home. Or you don't want to go home because you gotta deal with what? You gotta deal with yourself. And that's why in the beginning, it's you do have hatred. I had hatred for myself. I didn't love myself for 39 years of my life. I had love for myself to a certain extent. But like we all do, we love every bit in the mother but ourselves. We put ourselves last, always 1,000. We scratch every penny for everybody. And that's a no-no. But we do that because we're raised incorrectly. Especially when you're raised with a religious setting, you would do that. Because why? Because we're raised to give everybody 1,000 shots to pray for them, to change their ways, no matter what, always take care of them. No, don't do that. Mad people with energy. This time he told me he loved me for what to dump me, I'm doing mad at me. I'm sorry. Hugs and respect to you. I know it sucks and hurts, most definitely, especially when you take it back. And that's the I don't know if you heard a minute ago. I tell people, you know, when you take it back, what you once again, don't beat yourself up too much because we all do it. A lot of I can't say we all. A lot of us do it because why? We want to believe and give them another chance because they're verbally saying that they change their ways, especially when they cry the tears, etc. And you know, they touch your heart. It's gonna hurt. But the reason why we do it because we're raised incorrectly. Because we're supposed to show everybody what love and respect, give them another chance. How many times can you get fucked over in life to give people chances in life, especially when that one individual? You know what I mean? Hey, what up? Going with the deal? Hey, man, long time no see. Welcome to the live. I've been on for a minute, actually. I learned to be careful when I was down because I was too honorable, and now I got my mind straight. Johnny, the dealer, you're doing phenomenal. Hell yeah, my love respect to you. Be my best friend forever, my mind for the love of God. Oh no, Jay. Dude's arm, I got you. No, I'm here for all this while. All I have family every which way to hold your hand and guide you every which way. You got my boy Gomez. Doing good, brother. How you doing? How's life? How's the kids? Or kiddo? How's your parents? What's up with you? We're gonna catch up, you know? I'm just vibing because people have asked me to go on live, and I'm busy right now. But tell you, October, I'll probably be on live for sure. At least you know, for sure. Monday, probably Sunday night till like Friday morning roughly. I can be basically 5 days a week. But anyway, I tell you, so that's the thing, you know. It's it gets tough, but with the support team, I promise you that you can do it. Like me, I'm very blessed. My last relationship, you know, I grew up a lot from her heartbreak. No, yeah, no, most definitely, no, we all do. If you can fall back, which I understand is hard, and we're learning how to work on yourself. Remember, a lot of us don't know how to love ourselves. We all hate to ourselves, but it's because why? Our past pain, toxic love, trauma, and the cherry on top, child trauma. And then when they mistreat you and call you ugly, stupid, and make fun of you, all the bullies, it's just stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking. So you're just like, fuck. You can't look at yourself in the mirror. That's what I actually made a TikTok about that. If you can't look at yourself in the mirror, and you're talking shit to yourself in the mirror, then you're your fucking problem. Your head is your best friend or your worst enemy. I don't give a fuck if you're skinny, fat, ugly, or tall. I don't give a fuck. The first person and the only person you need in this world, real shit will talk, is yourself. First and foremost, before anybody, before your kids, family, parents, I don't give a shit. Real shit will talk. It sounds kind of like, oh, what, no. You can have love for your parents, kids, and your people close, but not 1,000. If you don't love yourself 1,000, mind, body, heart, and soul, self-love 1,000, you can't love nobody else 1,000. I promise you that. You can have love for them, yes. But you always beat yourself up. And then when you're bitter with yourself and have your hate to yourself, then what? You lash out on people. You build the fuck up, stay quiet, bottle up, then fuck you, boom. Verbally abusive, physically abusive. Narcissist trait. You're not a narcissist traits. Everybody in the world has narcissist traits. Everybody does. Mine come out as we speak with my kids. And then the weekends I have all 8 of them. So my boys come here, and my stepson 5. So 5 boys come on the weekend, Friday to Sunday. It's a fucking mission. I love my dad, but it's a mission. You know, and I try to buy my tongue best ass, but I'm a single father with 8 kids, you know. It's not their fault. I tell my kids, yo, see this? Don't be like your father. Take your time. I'll hold your hand and guide you. Wait till your early 30s. Enjoy life to the fullest. And I tell them, I got you every which way, you know. I'm able to look back and instead of crying, I'm laughing. Yo, Janet, that's beautiful. Blow it up. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Eventually, you will heal and will laugh about the situation, and that's when you know you're doing good. If you can, I tell you, you can laugh at yourself, make fun of yourself, you're doing fucking good. I promise you that. I tell people, yo, real shit will talk. I state things very free, easy and freely with nothing behind it. Cause why? I'm over it. That's what happens up with my ex's name, right? So my 10 amps, I just got the recent then like a week ago. So my 10 amps, my light workers, they reached out to me 4 locally from the valley, 3 through IG, and then 3 through Facebook. That those 6 they know me from Adams. I'm just a computer guy. You tell me my story, you don't believe it? You don't have to, but my shit's really easy. Go onto my my Facebook. At least be the day on my Facebook. Go from May 3rd, 2020 prior. I should think that May 3rd, May 2nd. Prior, 7 years back with my ex. I talk computer shit, politics a little bit, and once in a while pictures of the kids and us together. Once in a while. I didn't really post real talk. I was just doing computers. After May 3rd, 2020, when I died, that's why I have, when we ended, and she decided to do shit, then everything changed. I died hard. Bad. I deleted his number. He came back to me after almost a year later. Oh, the reason why he's okay. So the reason why he's coming back, if he's a narcissist 1,000, that's his job. And the reason why he's either do it physically or through phone, social media, etc. Because they want to test to see if you're the if they still have you trauma bonded, if you still haven't moved on in life. We can verbalize, say, hey, I'm moving on. You can make all you can make all TikToks you want. I'm over here, fuck him is over. I'm over here, etc. But are you really? We can all verbalize, but let's talk about working. You know what I mean? So with that said, that's why Hickey when it said has it going. That's why they're testing you. And I tell people, yo, people will say block me. You can do most definitely, but yeah, that's ignore them. If you wanna, if it bothers you that bad, right? I tell people, yo, reverse psychology. Take his text, copy and paste it, resend it back to him. He'll get the hint. Kick fucking rocks. It's called reverse psychology, And they're just testing you, see if you're trauma bonded, if you allow them back in your life again, right? For the third time, for example, the third time, they know they got you, and you're considered a safe house, which I say a safe house, quote unquote trauma bonded, because you're always gonna take them back, and they know that. So you become the main one, aka the main imp, and behind your back, because once again, and also the phone system, third party. Because why? People verbalize, not really. They socialize, then they verbalize, and they can't really. I tell people if they're Romeo and Juliet stories in the phone, and then it goes to verbalization face to face, and they're not matching energy, it's over. It's called lust, not love. Major difference, kids. You gotta recognize that. I like houses. Hey, what up, Carlos? How you doing, brother? Long time no see. How you been, man? How's the family? How's everything in Texas? I believe, if you're still there. Janet, I'm so free I can sleep without worry about nothing. I'm actually worried about me. Yo, Janet, that's beautiful. Hey, you're doing marvelous. That's how it's supposed to be. Like, yo, in the beginning you die and shit hurts, right? And now what? You move. Let's say he could body up 1,000 girls. Who gives a fuck how many you did? But now he's on your nuts. Like, hell yeah. What about me? Hey, I'm doing good. I'm blessed. Thank you. I eat my popcorn, chilling. Let me be. And I love you, miss you. I messed up. That's cool. You messed up. It's over. Now work on yourself. Find your next partner to be said. Don't worry about me. I'm doing good. Thank you. Kill him with kindness. They dislike that shit 1,000. If you're weak, that's why he's coming back to mess with you again. Jay, that's how it is. He needs to leave me alone. Like, don't come back. No, I can't do it again. There you go. Well, that's why I'm saying reverse psychology. Copy and paste. If it's the text, if they're calling you, don't pick up. You leave the voicemail. If you want to hear it, your choice. You don't gotta hear it. But once again, that's your choice. I know everyone's strong wall is different. But if it's a text, DM on any platform, you fuck with them, man. Reverse psychology. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. All day, every day. Stay strong. Yeah, we good. That's awesome. How's everybody's health? How's everything out there in your part of the woods? I'm good. I'm making you like, no, Janet, because you're vibeable. You're open-minded. That's beautiful. That's why imps, we vibe. We open-minded people. Like, for example, imps, for the most part, we all vibe with each other, right? It don't matter if you're quiet. Once you get comfortable, you open up. Because once again, your walls are up high. You don't want to get hurt. You don't want to vibe with the wrong people. Yeah, and once you, like me, it's crazy. A lot of people are like, yo, why you in my head? Especially if I'm going to go to Seattle tomorrow. I'm going to Seattle at the markets, right? And they be like, I just see my ain't gonna tell a story, and they be like, how come you're in my head? Because we amps have very similar stories. We all died very, very similar, etc. All that good shit. And that's why we vibing. They'll be like, man, I don't even know you, and I'm telling you everything. It's cool. We are amps. We square. This is what we do. You need to tell. Oh, thanks, brother. No, I tell you, it's just a hashtag. So the new stuff. So I have my ex's name. So cause I, that'll go to 80 days. Cause I have my 10 amps. I got very blessed. So that's like 80 days that help me which way. 10 amps. They're my light workers. And I have for amps and arcs. I'm trying in Spanish culture to get all the Spanish culture. When I say Spanish, Hispanic, Latino, Spaniards. I put it all together because I might hear and categorize everybody. That's a lot of love, etc. So that's it. The Spanish people. So I put my if I say arc, I'm the narcissist, they don't get our attention. But if I say machista, narcissist, mandilon, empathy, then I got your attention, right? So then I got hashtag love. Then I have my ex's name, premeditated, because 90% of our choices in life, be it good or bad, is premeditated. 10% when we lash out is because that's an arc trait in us, and we just don't care. We quote unquote flash, reactive abuse, because you don't care. You're tired of dealing with people's shit, and now you pop off. 10%. Then I have alphas. because that's another word that's part of the machista aka narcissist side. You know, hashtag social media familia, my unique 1000, woke, narcissist. And then when we started, April 8th, 2013, that met her because she knew my brother when my brother passed away. And we ended May 3rd, 2020. Which I still think, I said, if we got, I'm on a time crunch, so I'm on a busy schedule. So I still got to add Matrix, Neo, and then I got to do my thumbs, 100, 1000. I got to do I got to do a lot more. I got to do my Neos, and once again, I'm the referee, I'm woke, I'm Neo, so I'm calling all M's for Narcs 1000, so I'm getting the world's attention, little by little. Thank you, I gotta get up 6 a.m. Flo, thank you. Oh, hey, Lulu, hey, for sure, miss, have a good night, take care, be safe. Try to sleep on a positive note, best as. I understand easier said than done, especially when you're dealing with a negative person, understandable, but don't ever, be able to be afraid to reach out, DM me all you want. I tell you, you DM me, I can give you my number, video chat. I talk to a lot of people in this world, man. All parts of the world. I do this all day. It's easy. I do what I'm willing. We do like Zoom meetings, chop it up, and ask me anything. I got you. Like, I'm not the Mr. Know-it-all, but I know quite a bit. Mr. Narcs and relationships, all that. I can hold your hand, guide you. And then to make it a lot easier. And I say easy because once again, I'm over it. A lot of people on TikTok, the counselors, the Narc, extra, etc. They get offended when I just say all you have is Mr. Narcs, and be like, that's all there is. I'm like, if you want to make it harder, go study some other big words, most definitely. But then you just confuse yourself a lot more. And on top of that, you got to figure out as an individual what you are, and when you do that, your ex, your current partner, then your family and kids, and so on and so on. But as long as you have, once again, squares all day, every day, M's around you, you're good. But keep it humble. Carlos, thanks, brother. You don't have to, gracias. But dang, I just said I like your test, not your life story. No, I'm just telling you what it is. That's why I put all these hashtags on my videos I do on my TikToks, because those are like the common ones, yes, but like for example, my unique 1000, that's mine. That's how people a little Cobra. I think it's my cousin. Let me see. Yeah, what up, Primo? How's it going? But whatchamacallit, a little social media talk wise, you want a little tips if you want to, give me some hair mode. Yeah, I got you. I know I got to get it twisted pretty soon. I need to find someone to braid me up. But I tell people, like, in the social media world, I've been in social media for like since 2013 actually. And with that said, like, if you want to get a little recognition on TikToks or any platform for the most part, you have your common hashtag, like love, all that good shit. But if you make a unique one for yourself as an individual, then that's your specific TikTok, because that's the one you created, right? Or I take that back, your specific hashtag. So that's when it's your hashtag, and then that's what you put, like whatever, like me, whatever you do in life. I don't care, love, relationships, family, kids. Put all the hashtags, right? So then your post / video goes in all those hashtags. Like if I talk about love, relationships, whatever, I put all my hashtags, so all my TikToks, because mainly on TikTok, go on all the hashtags. And then I put my unique ones, like my unique 1000, 1000, etc. $1,000 for me to braid your hair since you're all about 1,000. Yo, Janet, it'd be awesome. I used to have like my hair hella long. In my lifespan, I've had my hair like to my butt twice, to the middle, past the middle, back. That was my last time I had it, and for that I just chopped it all off. I did fades for quite a while. Last year I just decided that my hair grow. Now it's long enough. I just gotta find someone to twist it so it can start growing again. But anyways, that's why, for example, you go here on TikTok, or for example, TikTok, IG, Facebook, and Twitter. On the search bar, put hashtag myuniqueinc1000. All my videos, all my posts, etc. That's my stuff. Don't cut it no more. Oh no, I won't ever cut it again. I'll let it keep doing this thing. Me personally, my first time when I cut it, I donated to Seattle for the kids that they're going through cancer, etc. So that's when I went to do my haircut. The people are like, it was the Asian. The first time was the Asian lady. The second time was the African lady. They're like, hey, you sure want to cut it? Your hair is hella pretty, man. Like, you can sell this. I'm like, yeah, just hair to me, man. It's like it grows fast. And like, how's your hair grow so fast? Oh, I always have it in braids. That's how here's a tip in life. If you want your hair to grow fast, rock braids, because every time you do your braids, it's pulling the roots. And that's why as an individual, I don't know about you, if you ever have braids on your side, but like, every time I throw my braids apart, I have like a big pile of hair, right? I'm like, damn, these birds out there, I just throw it outside, right? These birds can build a can build a mansion with my hair every time I take my braids out. And me, I keep my braids for only like tops 2 weeks. For the most part, I just keep it up for a week and I tear it apart. And so that's why I was like, damn, you bored? I'm like, nah, they just bothered me for a while, and from there I just like, and I don't take care of them. You're not supposed to, when you take a shower, you're not supposed to let the water touch it because it'll get frizzy. So I would do a ghetto fight because my braids are twisted and all the frizz is coming out. I'll get my leave-in conditioner, go to each line, each row, and just calm down the little baby afro coming down. So yeah, but I gotta do it pretty soon. But once again, yeah, that's why social media talk hashtags. If you want to get more out there, I guess you could say, just do your hashtags and create your own specific one. Because from there, that is your hashtag. That's what I tell you. Here we go on TikTok, search bar, my unique Inc. 1000, social media familia. Those are my specific ones, and that's the majority of the time you see like 90% of all the TikToks. Those are all mine because I created the hashtag. So there you go, a little tip of life as far as social media. But yeah, as I tell you, I'll be balanced never, but I tell you, so back to the V card, like I'm gonna reach out to the people and make a TikTok about it because to hold on to it and to have guidance to learn about Amsterdam Arcs, so they lose it to the right individual. Because like I tell people, we can help the young generation, either on TikTok, whatever platform, or locally in your friends and family that have the V card, and then they go to religious. I don't care what you are, Buddhist religion, I don't care what you are, right? Then hold their hand and guide them. Like, so they, let's say they find another square, another empath that's 1,000 traditional, etc., and they're both 1,000. And let's say they're 18, 20, I don't give a shit, they're 25 years old. The younger the better, because guess what? They get to live for us through them. We're gonna be like, yo, they blessed, because we know they have a true, authentic relationship. They ain't gonna have shit like us. Like analogy. Like, I tell everybody, yo, other than one female and my girl now, as you speak, I've dated guys out of my life, and it's an analogy, because my girlfriends, obviously I'm straight, except my girlfriends are females, but they're like I say, my people be like, yo, I know who wears the pants in your relationship, and basically saying I'm soft, mandilon, and my exes are hard, my chistes, etc. And I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck, but yo, it's a word to me. Yeah, they rocking my web. I don't want problems with them, and that's a lot of us we do. That's a no-no. If you cannot be in a relationship comfortable and happy, you have to walk on eggshells, and I tell people they're your fucking POs. Your relationship's over. You have to worry about this damn phone. Your relationship's over. It's a fucking phone. Use it correctly, it's just a phone. Using it correctly, your sneaky links. Oh yeah, now you have this bullshit, and then you have the shit out with the tackle, but aka cheated. You seen the cartoon, The Wild Thornberries? I want to say yes, but matter of fact, let me go on Google right quick, because I got my laptop going. I want to say yes. I gotta see an image of it, and then I can tell you for sure a better answer. That's what it's called, Wild Thornberries? Isn't that, like, my time that was called Rugrats? You the wild kitty talk like yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm mixing them up. Yes, you are right. Yeah, thanks. No, that is true. Yeah, it was definitely. Oh, speaking of flicks, I made a TikTok about it. But if you wanna, for example, all the traditional last stems that are trying to heal. And their healing journey to go to the awakening process, and the idea is to become woke. Being no respect, not competition when I say this, but being my level woke. Nothing phases you. I promise you that. Now you're just a lover healer. You're not an overthinker. Time is irrelevant. You can sleep with 1,000, wake up with 1,000 with no worries in the world. When you sleep, you die. Like we all prayed. I wish my head would stop overthinking so when I go to sleep, I can just shut the shit out like a bigger panel, like a light switch. Shut my overthinking process off. And I can sleep good finally. Because a lot of us, when we go to sleep, half hour, an hour and a half, 2 hours deep. Shit, I was like 4 hours deep, and I'd be like, damn, I have to wake up about an hour, go to work, and I haven't slept shit. And when you close your eyes, our alarm's going off. Back to square one. Damn, I didn't get no Z's, You're right, 1,000. But so once again, like, it's gonna sound crazy. I tell you, I'm gonna sound hella crazy when I say this, because I don't a lot of people, me personally, like as an individual, I haven't like my girl, she's woke for sure to a certain extent. And I love her to death, most definitely. But she's 4D, 5D spiritual world. I'm 3D world. I'm a light worker. I just hold your hand, guide you which way. I do 10-hour shifts. I do 10 hours of sleep because it's a good life. There you go, very blessed. I wish I could do that. Like, I can't sleep very long. My head's always going. To certain, well, not overthinking. I'm just like, I got so much shit to do in life. So, like at 40 in Seattle, right? I gotta do a bunch of TikTok responses. I do a lot of one-on-ones, my phone, video chats, chop it up. Cause I tell everybody, yo, you can call me, DM me, video chat. I got you. Ask me any questions, life, relationships. I was suffering. I got you 1,000. But like my body, like when I go to sleep, I die, right? Even after this, tell my peoples give it up, and I just die. No more overthinking, right? So which is beautiful. And then when I wake up, I'll be like, yo, what was I doing last night? Who was I talking to? I started working soon though, so I'm taking all this sleep. Oh yeah, no, yeah, stock up most definitely. Don't be shy about it. But yeah, I tell you, it's when you're woke, it's beautiful because all you are is a level healer. I tell you, overthinking stops. You talk to yourself a lot, 1,000, yes. You push all March energy vampires away 1,000. And when you do that, your circle will become hella small. But I tell people, as long as you have positive apps around you that are healing like you're healing, yo, you can think better, you can do better. You can both help each other out. And you don't have bullshit with each other. The only time to give you any type of shit, be your family or your friends, co-workers, people on social media, is when you're doing what? Something correct. Maybe for some reason in your head, you're hazed, you're tired, and you're doing something wrong. They call you out, yo, what you doing there, or what you're about to do, that's wrong. And what's that called? They have love for you, respect you, constructive criticism. That's the only time they give you shit. Other than that, they vibe with you, laugh with you. When you're down, they pick you up, and vice versa. And that's beautiful, you know what I mean? The Max come what he want, and I laugh at him texting me because I'm not feeding him anymore. Yo, why you doing marvelous? Man, I love respect to you. You're doing hella good. Hey, just let him be. That's, his shit, not your shit, right? As long as you did your part in the relationship and you didn't fold it, he folded, that's his problem. Let him deal with the guilt trip. So I tell people, in your head, in your mansion, that door of him, once again, you forgive, not forgive, most definitely, but your choice. Tell people, you don't have to forgive, but I'll tell you why, but it's your choice. And then, don't hate, don't dislike, don't hold a grudge against them, just don't like the way they did it to you. Now you feel the door of pain. But with that said, if that situation with that person, right? But with that said, you don't have to forgive them, which is your choice. But with that said, you still live with that hatred, bitterness, hatred towards that individual, and that's your issue, not my issue. They live in your head rent free in that room, eating the popcorn, watching Netflix, enjoying the flick that they call out of beauty. And so you get tired when you kick their asses out for not paying rent, then they own that room till your last day of breath, or you don't go. I let him be. I let him be. I let him be. He needs to let me be. 1,000. I broke up with him 1,000. I'm asking, how you say you broke up with him? Did you break up with him because, if I'm asking, like, because he was cheating, he was mistreating you? If I'm asking the reason being, if it's cool to ask you. And when definitely, it's all about laughing and vibing. Like me, like my situation, like my ex, she did her ish. And she must again, nurse for sure, double gaslight. Oh, yeah, but remember, snake, oh, I got you. No, yeah, you don't need snakes in your life. Fresh on narcs, energy, vampire was 1,000. Keep positive amps around you that are going through the healing process. Then you vibe and you bless and you're solid. Because you can both get on your healing process and then you're overthinking and be a lot more calm because you don't have narcs, energy, vampires around you. That's why it works, same shit. All you have is world square circles. I mean, it's a matrix, right? So I see square circles. I'm always judging. How people that's wrong. No, you have the right to judge. If you don't judge people, then what? If you know for a fact they didn't do you dirty, and you still allow them in your life because that's your coworker, then that's your fault, not their fault. They're playing for your dummy, and you fell for it. But you saw it, but nah, everyone deserves a chance. Negative. You want to know something funny? Go for it. No, I'm all ears. We vibing, we chopping it up, most definitely. Hey, Bun Power, how you doing? How's your night going? Thank you, Janet. Ma, thanks for saving it. Showing the live. Gracias. But yeah, freaking what's up, mommy? But yeah, I tell you, once again, you don't have. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, you can watch that flick, Collateral Beauty. It's on Netflix actually. It's Will Smith. Came out 2016. It's beautiful. It's the best. It's the best analogy flick that I've seen so far that talks about not knowing about traditional last stamps. Remember this: lovers, says overthinkers. What do y'all worry about? Love, time, death. Watch that flick. I promise you that in the healing process, it'll trigger you because it's a lot of going on in your life, you know. And that's crazy. I tell people all the answers to life been in our faces. All the flicks we watch, all the books we read. It's always the good guy, squares M's, the bad guy, circle narcissist, and and then the lost empath, aka on TikTok, dark empath, the bad guy that went to a good guy. They're always a good guy. They were just lost, 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's why a flick to watch for a lost empath, a good one is just kind of like touchy because racial and shit. It's American History X. Put your mouth on the curb. That's the last empath that converted. They finally woke up. And now he transitioned to a hurt empath, but a woke empath. Not knowing, but that's the analogy, and it's a beautiful flick. It's touchy once again, racial and shit, but it's the honesty to break. It really is. That's why I have to rewatch everything again, even cartoons. Because even cartoons have episode. The good guy, the bad guy to good guy. Right here, Vegeta, my boy, from bad guy to good guy, he was a lost empath, not knowing. He was raised to be, take over other, planets, etc., other cultures and shit, because of the Saiyans, the same ways, because of the Frieza and stuff. Frieza, look at the way at the end. I'm more like he was a hurt empath. I'm taking back. I lost empath. Eventually, they changed their ways. And they're always beefing, etc., but see, that's what it gets tricky. That's. Like, for example, the whole thing with, you see a lot on TikTok, Harley Quinn and the Joker. For sure, look at Harley Quinn. What was she? She was a hurt empath, right? And he was what? Potentially was a narcissist. Potentially, yeah. I gotta watch it, restudy him, but he could be a lost empath. And then that's why he changed his ways to a certain extent. And that's why he easily manipulated Harley. She was, that's what I tell people, a narcissist, sure, like, you can go to therapy, counseling, all that bullshit, pop pills, but a narcissist can never change. At all. It's like highly impossible, because why? God can't fix it. She was innocent until she met the Joker. Correct. And that's typically what? Amps and arcs. The true recipe to a toxic relationship. Because why? She was innocent for the most part, right? Everybody has a dirt, everyone's their own, definitely, but the reason behind it. But, Harlan was, she was chill. And that was the Joker's therapist. And look what happened. He manipulated her and boom. Now she changed her ways every which way because of him. But in reality, it wasn't because of him, it was because of her, because she was just tired of herself and she changed her ways. And no matter what, she did everything for him, right? But that's back to the MC&Rx, because no matter what you do for the individual, like a lot of us, when we go through a breakup, or you're going through it as we speak, with that partner, quote unquote, you can give him the world, I promise you that, but it ain't gonna change him. At all, Hey Savannah, how you doing, miss? How's your night going? How's family? How's life? How's the kiddos? But you give them the world, it doesn't matter. I promise you that it doesn't matter. They ain't gonna change. Nobody in the world can change nobody. We think that nobody can do it. Like if I show them love, I show them respect, I give them everything to change the ways to be like I. Oh, that's awesome. Like, glad to hear that, miss. But it doesn't happen that way. But we're brainwashed because of the generational cycle. That if we show them love to the fullest, then they'll change their ways. I pray to God, they'll change their ways. And I'm sorry to tell you, brush your bubble, but that's not the truth. It's a negative, man. Nobody in the world could change nobody at all. We can hold your hand and guide you, but your head's your best friend, your worst enemy is back to square one. Then the religious folk are gonna get offended when I say this, but you gotta be with mind when I say it. Yo, God can't even fix you. God gave everybody free will. If you want to get religious about it, right? Gave everybody free will, and that's why when you see cartoons. The little angel, little devil, that's the devil, that's God. They're always in our ear. You're doing good? Not knowing that's God. Yo, you're doing good. Holding your hand. When you're doing bad, do people dirty, that's the devil. And that's what me personally, and once again, this is the 45-year-old in the Matrix. all the spiritual workers, like my girl, she's 45. How's it going with you? Oh, very blessed. I said, doing good, thank you. I was doing good. My boys were here for the weekend. I love them to death, but they drive me crazy. Especially when they make a mess and there's a havoc here. I gotta clean all this up. Other than that, I'm very blessed every day of life. I tell people, as long as you wake up above ground, it's another day to live, another day to be good. So it's very blessed in life. Because I sound crazy, but last year when my ex, did her ish, etc. Which, once again, oxymoron, love her for leaving me. I'm very blessed now every which way. I'm good. I sleep good 1,000, wake good 1,000 with no reason in the world at all. Like, I just got positive people around me. I pushed all the narcs energy affairs away 1,000, especially where I'm from. Each one watching at 509. All the brown people think I'm crazy. Like, they're like, your ex destroyed you, huh? That bad. They talk about MC narcs, all this crazy shit. And talk about machismo on the loan. You call out the whole culture. Like, you're wrong for that. I'll be wrong for that, because I'm just trying to get people, if you're not Spanish, you want to date us, I'll forewarn you how our culture is and everything. So when you get into it, what you get yourself into. No reason why I say this, like, once again, like, before I did TikToks, I thought you don't believe me, go on my Facebook, which is my bio, on my YouTube channel wise. And I said on Facebook many times, I won't ever be with a Spanish woman. Ever. Only if she's fully healed 1,000 and speaks what I speak 1,000, very open-minded. Because I knock the shit out of her culture 1,000, every which way. Other than that, I don't have to ever worry about that. And I'm not saying, obviously, yes, not every Spanish girl is bad. Obviously not. Male or female. Obviously not. It's just a lot of us raised incorrectly because we're stuck in the generational cycle not knowing. I'm just here to hold your hand and guide you. That's all I'm trying to do. Hold your hand and guide you. I can't fix you at all. I can hold your hand and guide you, heal you, but I can't fix you, and so on and so on. And that's why back to square one. Alright, heads are best friends or worst enemies. Like, me personally, I'm trying to, as we speak today, I'm trying to find a headset, so when I go to Seattle, I go to Seattle quite a bit. I go like 4 times a week, so to record myself when I'm going to do like video vlogs of myself, so I can put on my YouTube channel. And I have full on, like when I'm doing with y'all right here on the live, right? I do the same shit to myself every day when I'm driving. I just talk to myself about everything, whatever, snarks, relationships, why we suffered, just everything. And people be looking at me like, yo, you crazy, like, because they look at my ear. If you're looking for Bluetooth, I'll be at Walmart, aka Wally World, and I'll be like, no, I'm talking to myself. And they just look at me all crazy, like, and the little kids like, you are, like, yeah. No, I'm just making sure I'm good. And that's that people, nothing's wrong with that. You actually make yourself, you're sane. People think you're insane because you're telling yourself. Think about it. I talk to everybody in this world, right? At the markets. And like actually, like a couple weeks ago, it was pretty cool. Like me, I care about the world, and all M's do whatever. We're lovers and healers, right? So we care about the world. The only downfall when we go to the last M, we overlove and overcare for a lot of wrong individuals because the generational cycle. We're brainwashed to show everybody love, especially when religion's involved, and giving chances, which is a no-no. It's a fucking no-no, which is cool. So I tell people, my belief is this now. I match your energy. Which I matched it before, but I still gave chance to a certain extent. A lot of us are brainwashed and we give people 1,000 chances. Like I tell people, which I'm going to take that pretty soon, to call out my quote-unquote friends that I grew up with. Like, where are they at now? I was just speak today, all my quote-unquote friends I grew up with, where they at? They ain't here. They ain't by my side. I understand we have lives, most definitely. We have lives. But we got a phone, we got social media, a little DM, what's up with you, man, how you been? It don't matter if it's 2 or 3 years later. We can all make time for anybody, but at least, hey, they still check out on you. I talk to my people here and there, and I get as much as I can, and that's all that matters. As long as you check in, what's up with you, as a family, how's your health, good. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry. We all got lives, man. You good. You all good. I'm not pressuring you, and I'll be like, thanks for checking in. Now, but everything's coming my side, and that's beautiful. That's real brown people. As I got more raw, authentic people on TikTok, and for sure Facebook, IG, and Twitter, but mainly TikTok, and I do locally. Because locally I push that. In the Spanish culture, brown people, I push the hell out of my family friends away. 1,000. Because why? I don't need them in my life. Sounds bad, but nah, they're going through this shit. I don't need no energy vampire in my life at all. Like, I won't be mean to them. I'll still say what's up. Hey, what's up with you? How you doing as a family? But I'll keep it really short with them. And that's it. I don't got time for drama in my life. I don't. So I tell them, yo, watch my TikToks. I got you. So that's why I love life to the fullest now. Like, I learned how to love myself 1,000 finally last year. That's why I say 1,000. Not 100. 100 is tradition. How much in your lifespan, obviously whatever age category you are wise, how many people give you 100 and demolish you and do you dirty? Especially family, quote unquote, and then so-called quote unquote friends, right? You give them 100 to demolish you, right? That's how people now, yo, my number's 1,000. Keep it 1,000. I need everything from you. You do me dirty once, we done deal. Life goes on. You can say sorry 1,000 times. You can cry. I mean, yo, you crying. Don't cry for me. Cry for yourself. You did your mistake, and that's your ish. And to this sound hard, but it's honest truth. Nowadays, for the most part, nobody really has excuses to do wrong in life. If you don't have a phone, if you do not have this damn phone around you or on you, because situations, then understandable. But other than that, if you do have a phone, yo, Google, YouTube is cheating wrong, is being mean wrong, is stealing a pencil wrong. The answer to life is on this damn phone. Use the phone correctly, it's just a phone. If you use it correctly, the sneaker links, then you have what? The J-Dog's entanglement. Because you fall what? It's only Will, Will and Jada, A and B, not Jada and August, C through Z. It's your guys' relationship, not everybody else's relationship. Quote unquote, right? The only time you fall to the C through Z party, if you're talking to your partner, and your partner's not doing their part, and you want to get a second opinion, cool, most definitely do that. As long as that person, the C to Z party, keeps you humble, doesn't pass boundaries, and if you allow it to pass, then that's yours, not mine. And that's when you're emotionally vulnerable, emotionally down. What happens? You get abused, or you get up and leave and do your get out of the time because why? You folded. Then that's your problem, my problem. That's why it's called what? A premeditated decision. Oh, what up, K Fashion? How you doing, miss? How you been? How's life? How's everything with you? I've been trying to jump in your lives, but I've been probably been busy. But how you been? You're doing, you're always alive. I love that. I was seeing that. What's up, Reina? What's up, Queen? Good. Very blessed. Thank you. Just on for a little while. Benton vibe, etc. But yeah, how's everything with you? How you been? How's life? How's the little one? Hey, Luis, how you doing? How's it going? But I tell you what you call it. Like yeah, that's why I'm all here vibing. But I'll be on here a lot more when in October wise when the markets come down for Seattle. Then I can pretty much be here like five times a day, or a couple times a week, etc. I'm doing good. Oh, awesome. Hear that. How's your health? How's everything with you as far as all in all? Oh, I'm doing good. Very blessed. 1,000. Living life. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to Seattle do the markets. I do markets from Wednesday to Saturdays. So I go tomorrow in Camas, Thursday in Duval, Friday, Saturday in Mesquite. Oh, hey, Carlos, how you doing, buddy? You have to send me nothing, but gracias. Thanks 1,000. But, keep thanks for sharing the life. Thank you. Today a little rough, but I'm good overall. Oh, Mama asked me if I was going to ask you, what caused it to be rough, or triggers, or, somebody bother you, etc. I remember that, I can hold your hand and guide you, but I can't do nothing more than that. I can't fix nobody. I can heal you to a certain extent, but that's all on you because your head's your best friend, your worst enemy. So I tell people, all the people I talk to, etc., is when you're going through it, right? Like, if you was doing good, for example, you was doing good, you vibe in the morning, I woke up good, I'm feeling fresh, do my little workout, etc. Thank you, Carlos, and everybody for sharing the live. You're feeling hella good, right? And then something brings you down. Those are called a quote-unquote triggers. So you have to see, okay, what triggered me? If I was doing good, I worked out, whatever this morning when I eat, I was doing good, I got to work, I was doing good. Then I go on my lunch break, or break in general, then, or whatever you see that triggers you, wise, now you're either down, you're emotional, you're mad, you got to see, that's a W. When you notice that, when you're down, now you fall back, rewind a little bit, okay, and think to yourself, okay, I was doing good, and then just, step back and see what triggered you. It could have been a song, it could have been a picture, it could have been a word. If you're doing the healing process of your X, Y, or healing in general, we have triggers, words, emotions. Remember, our heads is what? It's a sponge. So if you have not let go of your past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma, 1,000, it's always me on repeat, man. A broken record. I'm an empath, and his people around me are so hurting, and these numbers going back up. So true, 1,000. Oh no, yeah, well. When I say this, I'm not saying this, in a rude way, but I'm just saying it more open-minded wise. That's why all traditional empaths, hurt empaths, lost empaths, what are you guys? Lovers, healers, and overthinkers. What do y'all worry about? Love, time, death. The 5 W's, who, what, where, why, whom. Your favorite question with the cherry on top. Why, right? And then once again, The way y'all think, majority of your choices done with your heart feelings instead of your mind common sense. And that's why you always balance yourself, and you don't ever, like 95% of the time, go with your intuition. I was a traditional, I was a herd. Now I'm woke, I'm just chilling, I'm the referee. That's all I am, the referee. I call all amps narcs at 1,000. Discard narcs at 1,000, pass. I just, till your lost amps, I just hold your hand, guide you. Can't fix you, nobody can fix nobody. But I can hold your hand, guide you, so you can try to learn how to love yourself again, and then push on narcs 1,000. Energy vampires, which yes, narcissists are energy vampires, yes, but remember that traditional lost amps, everybody in the world has narcissist traits, not knowing. So don't forget about that. That's why when I say energy vampire, I'm talking about traditional lost amp with narcissist traits. You know they're a good person, you know they're an empath. We vibe with each other, we feel each other, but you're going through a breakup or you're having a bad day and they're just knocking on you. Energy vampire, push them away. I'm glad you did live today. Oh, Jack, that's no, yeah, no, thank you. No, it's I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump out, right? Why not? You know, because my game I'm trying to play, then it takes 7 to 8 hours to do its updates, so I'll go on live, chop it up with people, see what's up, you know. And I love doing lives. I get a vibe, you know, robbery on people that are going through it. I'm a little guy, right? So here's the kicker: a lot of people on TikTok that I talk to through, you know, my DMs, or we do video chats, phone calls, Zoom calls, etc. They be asking like, yo, all the shit you say, like, why aren't you famous on TikTok? I go, oh, very simple. First and foremost, nobody's gonna say this, but females support females 1,000. Males don't support males, really. You know, for the most part. And on top of that, I don't do no expect when I say this. Teach almost definitely, but I don't sit on narc talk. Like, I talk about it to a certain extent, but I don't sit on it. If I wanted to get famous, if everything came out my mouth, narcissist 1,000, then you get more famous, more recognition, which is because narcissists, narcissists everywhere. But with that said, I tell people, a lot of people with the word narcissist, they drop it way too freely, And me, I like, which I'm gonna make a TikTok pretty soon. I know when I make it a TikTok, it's gonna probably piss off a lot of traditional lost empaths, especially all the amps that are doing the narc talk to the fullest, because I'm gonna just make fun of it. Be like, yo, first and foremost, everyone just be cool, you know, vibe. If you're an empath, we're all the same team, man. Everybody has their terminology wise. We all have ways of speaking, but I'm gonna say something that's gonna probably trigger you guys. And remember, I'm Neo. I'm in the Matrix. I'm the referee. I'm gonna my job is to trigger all lamps and narcs 1,000, and to see where you sit as an individual. So with that said, you guys drop the word narcissist way too freely. So if the sun's in my eye, narcissist. The stars are misaligned, narcissist. If somebody honks at me, narcissist. Like, no, stop dropping that word narcissist way too freely. Like, learn the true definition of them. Yeah, and with that said, I say 1,000. Yeah, I know for a fact 1,000 your ex is a narcissist. When you say, well, I think they are. Remember, everybody in the world has narcissist traits. A traditional lost empath, you can do the same shit as a narcissist. We can gaslight, we can love bomb you, you know, say that fake romance love story. We can do the jail all the time with AK cheating. See, everybody thinks, oh, I'm an empath, I won't cheat. They can't cheat. They're good people. Narcissist traits, oh yes they can. Be verbally abusive, which I was, and my ex physically abusive, which she was. Like, she didn't do it very often, but she did, etc. Because I was a trigger. I get triggered easily. I tell people, yo, the mouthpiece. My birthday mouthpiece was Latina. On the East Coast, Jack, she can tell you, not really wise, but the East Coast, they're harsh with the mouthpiece. They're really vicious, but they don't hold back. My number is 3. I'll give you 3 warnings. Yo, can you back with that? We can talk about it. I'm broad-minded, I can have fun with it, but I'm just letting you know that I'll potentially hurt you with my feelings. I mean, with words. And that's your feelings, not my feelings. And then after the 3rd time, oh, I told you. I gave you 3 chances. Now let's do it. And for example, here on TikTok, they'll be like, the narcissist will always tell you, like, oh, we want to talk about the past. And they'll just be like, and then they call it gaslighting. Oh, there's no point in talking about it. It's over and done with. And then they say, oh, that's what a narcissist does. A traditional lost empath with narcissist traits is the same shit. They were like, I do with all my exes, right? They want to talk about the past and be like, we can talk about it. Most definitely, we can talk about it. But with that said, my answer won't ever change. It won't ever change. And that's what you're looking for. And sorry won't fix shit. I get that sorry 1,000 times. It won't fix shit. And with that said, but we talk about it. I forewarned you. I will not get in my feelings. That's your feelings, not my feelings. And if you want to pick you up when you're down, I will hold your hand for so long and that's it. After that, I'll be like, yo, let's talk about it. You already catch tears and shed tears and no expecting. I ain't gonna feel sorry for you. I'm not, because you took this upon yourself and you wanted this, because probably you want to fix the past, which I'm gonna do a TikTok about this shit. I told all my exes, when you and God can fix the past, please let me know the remedy, the equation. So on my social media, I can share it to the world. But guess what, God? I mean, guess what, everybody? My ex and guy figured out how to fix the past, and this is how they did it, and just share it to the world. And guess what? God can fix everybody's past, but here's the kicker: the train time. God can't fix the past. It's been written. All you can do is learn from the past, take your notes, and push forward in life. You know, guide everybody, forewarn everybody, and if you're doing TikTok, IG, etc., if you're on social media, just make a TikTok about it. Talk about it in your lives. What you're doing. You're forewarning the other generations or people in your generation. Well, I don't care what generation they're in, but you're forewarning people in general what you've been through. And they could potentially be going through that now, or they did, and they're gonna ask you, well, how'd you recover? Like, when people ask me all the time, like, oh, when are you gonna do a TikTok? How you let your ex go? You know, in 88 days. That's like, I go, yes, it's not a competition, but I understand. Like, for example, one of my new TikTok family said, I mean, Facebook family wise, she's there on TikTok now also. Which I still gotta make a TikTok because I screenshotted it because oh, Janet, thank you, gracias. But like I made once again on Facebook, you have your empath pages, right? And you have narcissist pages, PTSD pages. So I'm on there, a lot of those groups, and I might should just copy and paste. Get my phone. Remember, kids, use your phone correctly. So if you do the same comments, very similar comments, when you do a comment on TikTok, right? Copy it, paste it in your clipboard, and then pin it so it won't be erased. You can pin it also on your TikToks, and so on and so on. So I might just copy and paste. I go on TikTok. I mean Facebook. Drop it. It's way faster than here on TikTok, because TikTok I have to go to each single time with my clipboard. On Facebook, I just do one-time clipboard and I just drop them. I think I have like 26 comments. I just drop them all in order, my order, right? So one of my new followers here on TikTok and through Facebook, when I say right there, I said, you know, it took me 88 days to let my ex go 100, and then 70 days later let it go 1,000. And then she's like, I love that, which I will do a TikTok. Ask you, is it cool if I do TikTok? She's like, oh yeah, please do. Cause she's like, I think she's something like, she's like lies, all lies, and then she elaborates. You know, if you can explain to me how you did in 88 days, cause that's hard to believe. You know, I'm not being rude to you, and I was like, no, I love this. Thank you. That's an awesome comment. So I told her, is it cool if I do a TikTok about it? You know, she's like, oh yeah, please do, cause you know, now you're not vibing. Now I understand where you're coming from, and that's, you know, it's because she was like, I've had I think cancer therapist for so long, and I can't believe that. I go, I know it sounds crazy, right? I go, that's why it's not a competition, but yo, so I go, yo, miss, this is what I have it on me. My ex's name, I let her go in 88 days, because why? I had my 10 M's, my light workers. I was very blessed, man. I love and respect to all of them, because guess what? For 88 days, call them, DM, text, video chat. When I was going down, going through my emotions, my triggers, because I saw her, I saw a text, we have kids together, but I see each other, right? No matter if it's today, tomorrow, a week later, I still got to see her, right? I'm going through my emotions, I can always reach out to them. And some of the same shit, you know, I'll vent to them. In the beginning of the breakup, you repeat yourself word for word many, many times. So I tell you once again, the more people in your support team, the faster you can cover, I promise you that. And don't hold back. Not competition, by the 80 days, 100%. With 10 M's, imagine having 20 M's, 50, 100 M's. Pff, yo, imagine doing 30 days, you're 1,000. You're blessed. Phew, yo, you're ahead of the game. You got it, you know? But anyway, so, and you know, and that was 100%, 88 days. And that's why, you know, but the reason why I say 1,000 because 47 later, it was like the final test, not knowing, unexpectedly wise, and I passed it. My own personal test, not knowing. And that's why I said 1,000. She makes like, what? 1,000? You're crazy. I'm like, 1,000. So what do you mean? I let you go 1,000. Nothing. Nothing. Like, yo, that's why we do co-parenting so good. To a certain extent. I'm doing my part best as. And on your side, you know, it's your days. But with that said, that's why I tell I'm being nice to you. I don't have to tell you none of the shit I'm telling you. But when you want to be like, oh, sometimes she'd be like, you're a piece of shit dad. You know? I bet that's cool, it's your opinion. You're a narcissist. That's cool, it's your opinion. But I told her, I taught you this. Think is not knowing. You can think I am. That's cool. But I know I'm not. Thank you. And that's why I tell her every time, you know, we try to keep it home best as for our kiddos, right? And I go, I understand. You think, I'm still stuck on you because I'm telling. I go, no, I'm just telling a story, man. This shit went through all this shit, the 7 years of bullshit, garbage, etc. Yo, the only positive situation is what? Our kiddos, my side, I learned from experience, right? I'm just telling a story. And that's, and with that said, I'm tired. I'll be off at 12 because I'm exhausted. A long weekend, but anyways, like I told you, I got mad a lot of respect for you dude. I pray that y'all last. But that's your situation, not my situation. I have nothing against you guys, right? And with that said, and that's what I tell you, when the days that you have your days you're gonna come negative, I'm gonna remind you. That's your opinion, you say whatever, I don't give a shit what you say about me. But that lets me know, in your head, I live in that room, your mansion, rent free. Eating my popcorn, watching Netflix, watching Cloud of Beauty, and smiling on your face. So you can kick my ass out and let me go 1,000. Forgive, not forget. Don't have hate. Don't dislike. I'm tired. Don't hate, don't dislike, or hold a grudge against them. Just that, this is the only way they did it to you. So I told you do that, then you can let me go. And from there, wise, you gotta work on your past pain, toxic love, trauma, and the cherry on top, childhood trauma 1,000. That's why a lot of us adults are struggling life-wise because we haven't done that. And on TikTok, a lot of bitter M's are out here saying that because they're saying, "Oh, I don't have to forgive and forget." Like I don't. That comment right there is like, okay, forgive for sure you have to, but your choice, not being with the Bible. But the forgive part, you can't forget that part. I'm sorry, you can't. That's the type of forgive, yes, not forget common sense. Don't hate, don't dislike, don't hold a grudge against them. Just don't like the way they did it to you. If you can do that, in your head, you're matching, that door of pain that's wide open, close it. So me, an individual, I did my ex first, right? Then my exes. And after that, all my doors of pain from my parents to today to speak, whomever hurt me, verbally abused me, physically, etc. I forgive everybody. I can still talk to me, even the narcissist. My first baby mom, Narcissist 1000. If I ever saw her again, which she's on the west side that I know of, I'll say what's up to her, hey, what's up? But it'll be small talk. I'll just be small talking, that's it. And just keep pushing. And I just go on my day, you see? I can do it. We can all eventually do that when we become woke. Not competition, but I tell people it's highly impossible. The way I speak and the shit I'm saying, this whole world of different tongues, that I'm like the only Neo. I'm the only one that's woke. It's highly impossible. The other ones that probably are woke, they're probably staying quiet because tradition-wise, they don't want to, have narcs come after them or be called crazy. And I tell people, yo, call me crazy. Narcs come at me. I don't care, I don't die. If I tell you, yo, if someone puts a narc puts one in my head, it is what it is. I did my time, right? But I didn't die a natural cause. I did because why? I made someone unhappy because I was exposing them or talking about it, etc. Talking about imps and narcs and all this shit. So I tell you, yo, all my ink is the answer to life relation why we suffered and so on and so on. And that's why I got more coming. So once again, I always say it 1,000 times, etc. on my TikToks, and I say in my lives, I'm the referee. I'm Neo. What I call all imps and all narcs 1,000. So I'm the referee. Narcs I'll discard you 1,000, but I'll let you know about you. I'll let you know how you function. I'll let you know what your flaw is. And to your last imps, same shit. Hold your hand, guide you. I can't fix you, but I'll let you know how you function and what your flaw is, empath. Like my flaw was, but now I figured it out. Now I'm just a lover healer. That's it. Time to be relevant. No more thinking. I love that to the fullest. I'm very, very blessed. I got the Team Hemp Squad, aka Team Hemp Squad, etc. And that's it. I'm very, very blessed, And we can all be there eventually if we just keep vibing, etc. Help each other. Remember, we see another M down on here, especially here on TikTok, going through breakups, they're on PTSD, depression, etc. When you see them, just reach out to them. Make a comment on the TikTok. I tell all of them, yo, don't feel alone. I got you. I'll hold your hand every which way. That's what I am. Which I'm gonna get that somewhere in my body. Like my motto, I created it. I know, but someone once again, all the shit I'm saying, someone's gotta be saying this in this world. It's highly impossible. I'm the only one saying this. But I tell everybody, my motto, all to my M squad, my family, social media, familia, etc. I tell them, here, so you know where I'm coming from, and because someone be like, yo, you don't know what I'm going through. Like, yo, 15 months ago today, as we speak, I was in shoe dying. I was kind of like a bitch, died like a bitch with 8 kids, not a competition, but I did it with 8 kids. I didn't give up. It sucks. It hurts. Hell yes, it does. Is it unfair? Yes, it is. But there's reason behind it. At that time, this is my motto. Your pain is my pain. I died like you died. I got you. Shit hurts, right? And they be like, what? Yeah, it's deep. Yeah, it's deep. Because I love analogies, I love poetry, I love metaphors, but I'm not a poet. I wish I was, but I was just more of a speaker. I could socialize, verbalize. If I had paid to talk, I'd be a zillionaire because talking's easy, vibing's easy. I love it, and so on and so on, right? And that's why every day I talk to new amps, and that's the they be telling they be like, "Yo, why don't you blow up?" I'm like, I'm a little guy, I just vibe. I do my ish. I don't care for clout, etc. But I'm just here to hold your hand and guide you to. It sounds black and white, but it's to help you understand what you are as an individual, what you're going through, and hold your hand and guide you to understand why what you went through. With that said, we understand about the amp narc war, then you can fall back and see that we are stuck in a generation cycle. You know. Hey, it's I was calling your name, brother. Isaiah, the champ. How you doing? How's your night? How's your health? How's the family? You, what the deal? Team Spears all day, every day. Social media, familia. How you doing, brother? I'm so hermano. But yeah, I tell everybody, yo, this is what I'm here for. Like, I love doing these. And once again, like, don't ever be, shy. You can DM me, you got my number, text me, call me. Don't be shy. I'm here for everybody. So I know we do good, right? We have our days, we have our weeks, we have our months, and we saw that I'm doing good. And all of a sudden, boom, curveball. Like, and I tell them, and that, like, I tell all my amps that I vibe with a lot, and I talk to them almost every day or every couple of days, and I tell them, like, I'll hold your hand and guide you, right? But I can heal you, but I can't fix you. But the idea is to, like, it sounds crazy, but all the answers to life, of all your whys, your situations, in your head, you have the answer. You just don't know. You just need guidance. That's why, aka light workers in the 3D world, the Matrix, God's angels, we speak on basically God's behalf. Sounds crazy as hell, right? But that's why I tell all my amps that I vibe with, like, they'll ask me a question, right? Or whatever they're going through. I tell them, okay, because I know the answer, but I won't give them the answer. I tell them, I'll give them hints. I'll be, okay, you just said that, but I'm asking, but why? But why'd you say that, right? And I'll give them hints. And I'll give them letters, etc. Because I tell them, and they're like, why are you doing this? Like, why don't you just tell me the answer? Because I need you to answer it. I'll give you majority of the letters, and then you just roll out your tongue, And that's why I tell everybody, I need you to be, dependent on yourself. Don't be codependent on I. Because let's say you and I are vibing, right? We good. You feeling good? I've been talking to you a month, a year, 10 years. I don't care what it is. Today, right? And we vibing, right? And you think, that, nah, you don't need me. You just need yourself. But I'm just here to help you, hold your hand and guide you. Because let's say, for example, God forbid tomorrow don't wake up, and you're like, hey, you're here, you passed away, etc. But I needed it. Nah, I tell you, you don't need me. You need yourself first. I need you to be dependent on yourself. Don't be codependent on I. I'll hold your hand and guide you, and that's why every time you have a certain question, or question in general, I'm gonna guide you, hold your hand, so you can. Because once again, all the answers are in your head. You just need guidance to that, that answer to that question. Connect the dots, A to B. And that's why like my people, they be like, yo, you're good at this. I'm like, oh, this is what I did personally when I was going through last year. I'm very blessed. And that's why 88 days, they're like, nah, I can't understand how you did it so fast. But you see, I got blessed with 10. So I tell you, I had 10 amps. My light workers, very, very blessed in 88 days. Not a competition. I tell me, I don't know how many people you have in your support team on your side, but remember this, the more the merrier, man. Call them, DM, video chat, text, etc. Because at least when you're going through your feelings, you can reach out to somebody. But let's say at the end of the day, you can't, no one responds. If we all have lives, then like my 10 told me, hey, then just work on yourself. And what I did personally as an individual when I was going through it, before I did my Facebook lives, I got this phone, right? And here's the kicker, that's a lot of people we don't love ourselves, still deal with ourselves. And if you can't talk to the phone, it's just a fucking phone, man. It's just a phone. If you can't talk to it, and once again, it's your free therapy. But if you can't look at yourself at your own phone and talk to yourself and you get all shy and nervous, that lets you know you're not love yourself. You're trying to work on it potentially, but you don't love yourself 1,000. You're trying to. And that's what you need to work on, first and foremost. Because you can't love nobody else in the world 1,000 if you don't love yourself 1,000. You can have love for others, kids, family, etc., but not 1,000. I promise you that you can't, because you're dealing with your head every day. And that's a lot. In life, we deal with a lot of shit. If you have kids, you gotta do kids, you gotta do school, you gotta do work, you gotta do partners. It's just stacking and stacking and stacking. And we're supposed to wear the mask and smiles and rock it like a champ without folding. Yeah, very fun. And that's why I tell you, I'm just, I just hold your hand and guide you, man. That's all I do. I love doing this, like, because I need you to wake up. Go through your awakening for sure, 1,000. They realize what's going on in this matrix, this world, because I have narcs, and that's why I tell them I'm upset by this. Like, even like, I actually had my brother turn into a stitch in my well, hermana sister, TikTok sister was comment on it because we're not about with them, and they're like, my brother's almost been a year man through Facebook. Then I met bad names. Lacey through Andrew, my brother Andrew here, the life. I think he goes by life coach Andrew. Don't call me now. I met on their etc. and we vibe it, and they're like saying, the way that I speak, the way I break it down, it just makes it a lot easier. And that's the idea, to make it as easy as possible to understand what you are as an individual and why you suffered and this generational cycle, and just to make it as easy as possible. I'm not trying to confuse you. The people that are experts, like therapists, psychiatrists, counselors, life coaches, the people that sit in our talk, they don't like the way I speak. They'd be like, "Oh, that's all there is." I'm like, yeah. And me, I love to vibe and just have fun with it. And some of them get offended. Some females that are feminists, 1,000, that dislike guys because they've been through it, and it sucks. Yes, it hurts, but hatred is a strong word. Like the word, when I hear hate, I'm just like, and I tell my kids, man, like, stop using that word. Like, avoid say like this. I mean, say dislike, bothers, but don't say hate. My little boys be like, why? I go, hate's a strong word. Hate's like destroy, diminish, be gone. If looks can kill, I'll be dead. Yeah, hate. A narcissist hate 1,000. That's their job. That's why they have a broken heart. They can't love full heart because they have the concept of love, but they can't love because they're not gonna love themselves 1,000. They can try to, but that's what needed us to survive. Without us, they'll diminish. And narcs can't be with narcs because they destroy each other. An alpha cannot be with an alpha because they destroy each other, and so on, right? So, but with that said, guys, anyone that's still on here, I'm gonna do 7 more minutes. I'm gonna jump out because I'm very, very exhausted. And that's why I'm slowing down with my speaking. And a lot of people are like, oh, you probably like, I can understand you more because I'm slowing down because I'm tired. Typically, I speak a lot faster. It's because I get excited. I know what I'm talking about, right? So I'd be like, it just comes out naturally, right? I say this like 1,000 times. For me personally, it's a broken record. I'll keep saying the same shit till the day I die because I already figured it out. That's crazy, bro. You know a lot about it. Oh yeah, no, it's yeah, most definitely. So especially in the Spanish culture, that's the reason why in the Spanish culture, when you say snarks, what's that? Empathy narcissist, what's that? But our analogy to like tell people, anyone that's not Spanish, you want to test out what I'm telling you right now. I'm about to tell you, and that's what about me, etc. Just be at a party, quinceañera, birthday party, etc., and just be loud. If you're not Spanish, be like, yo. Talk to your buddies, right? But be loud about it. Hey, what's a machista? What's a mandilon? in the Spanish culture, you gotta trigger everybody because that's a no-no talk. You don't talk about that publicly in front of the all family because typically in the Spanish culture, which a lot of the cultures, as far as, but I'll take because this is our culture. Our Spanish culture was when you say machista, typically the male is a machista. They're fucking around doing the dirt, etc., and the female is a mandilona. Because age for a female, at the end it's male, but I'm not gonna do all that. Spanish 101 talk. I just make it easier, try to simplify it as best as possible. Spanish people will correct me, but because they, when you hear mandilon, you think male, but I'm not gonna be a mandilona, which is the female. I'm not doing all that. I'm not trying to confuse you. But anyways, so that's why typically the machista. So I have right here. So I have machista. Then I have where's it at? I forget what I have. Oh yeah, alpha. So yeah. So analogy alphas, machista, Spanish word, narcissist, right there. So that's the way to get your attention. In the Spanish culture, that's how you say that, and that's the reason why in the Spanish culture, people are mad at me. Because you're exposing that you're talking shit about the culture. I'm not talking shit. I'm just dropping facts, and that's why I tell people, and especially in Spanish culture, you female, Spanish growth, Hispanic, Latina, Spaniards, to make it easy to understand where I'm coming from, to make our numbers, because our numbers are hella high. We have a lot of narcissists in our culture. So 60% of the Spanish culture is an alpha machista narcissist. 40% is a beta mandilon empathist. And the number one culture that's high narc traits, Middle Eastern culture. The Middle Eastern culture is high narc traits, because they've been doing this since Jesus times, and they've barely been giving women more rights and showing more skin, etc. because of culture and the religion, etc. so on and so on. But their shit's really, really bad. And now that on TikTok, now that the Middle Eastern females are calling them out on this shit, they're Middle Eastern alphas, machistas, they narcissists are mad about it, and I'm just like, that's why you have the mark we're going on. Me, I'm just a referee, man. I'm just trying to hold your hand, guide you, so you can understand what you are as an individual, to make your life a lot better. A lot better for the most part if you can vibe with the situation, and understand the situation, so you can know what you are as an individual in this world. So every day you wake up, like, oh, I'm gonna try again. Remember, every day you wake above ground, it's another day to try, to do a better, to work on yourself, to learn how to love yourself again 1,000. Since in life-wise, at whatever age category you are, every time you come to relationships where people do you dirty, right? We lose love for ourselves, because since we overlove the wrong individuals, we lose love for ourselves. That type of people, when you're crying for them, you're actually crying for yourself, because you lost yourself, and now you have to learn how to love yourself again. And then you cry to God. God, like, type of, yo, a lot of us do it when we're going through it. No matter what in life, we bitch and cry to God about, where you been. I'm praying to. Especially when we go through it, because now that we're going through it, now we're praying to maybe which way we're going to church. All this, you read in the Bible. And, the type of people that's hard, but it's the damn truth. God never left our sides, man. Whatever religion you believe, He's always been there. We left His side to go overlove the wrong individuals. And when we die and fall on our face, and on our knees crying a little bitch, etc., that's when we cry to Him again and be like, yo, where you been? Yo, baby boy, I've always been. That's how people are feeling God to have. Yo, I've always been here. You got up and left. That's not my fault, that's your fault. And this is what religious people get a feeling that says, yo, real shit talk, God can't fix us. God can't fix you. You call and fix you, and that's it. He can help, like I'm telling you, that's what we call light workers. I could hold your hand, He can hold your hand and guide you, but He can't fix you, because He gave us free will. That's why, once again, MC Narcs, that's the devil and God having a contract, because God, Lucifer, called out, God, I can do your job better. Cool. So that's the analogy. I just say 7, right? So 7 days, God gave 7 days. Yo, you got 7 days. They say you can run the world better than I. You're better than I. Cool, nothing. I gave you 7 days. Do you think? Which that could be in turn in our human years. That could be 7 trillion years. It's a very long time, right? I'm just doing analogies. So you have that's the way in the Christianity world, way that's the way the story is, quote unquote. So with that said, we're pretty much set up to fail since the very beginning. The only ones that actually had a better life than all of us is the ones, the 2020 imps, which I say, because you're woke, but they stay quiet because tradition, they pass it on to the kids, grandkids, so on and so on. Like, I'm gonna tell you a story, or whatever, some life, at times the books of knowledge, but you can't tell your friends. You can help and guide them, but do not tell them all their secrets, and so on and so on, because once again, they're doing what? Tradition. That's why which I'll do a TikTok about it, but when I got on here first, one of my TikTok sisters on here, food for thought. I'm bad with the real names. Her name's beautiful and it's unique. Why it's bad? I'm bad with names, Anyway, she goes food for thought on here. I think food for thought 3, but let's say food for thought. And she's a badass poet, right? She's a beautiful individual. She's going, she's in the healing process also, right? She's doing hella good. Cause trust me, she's come up a long way since I met her last year. And she told me one time when I was doing my TikTok live and we did a Zoom call, Zoom meeting, etc. She's like, not really, but you bitch about the people, you're on the people with the books of knowledge. Cause like you said, it's highly impossible you're the only person in the world saying this shit. All the coaches, all the tongues. But she's like, which is very true. That's once again, absolutely vibe. We show love to each other, respect, etc. And we have our own way of thinking. Like she told me, instead of you stressing. I know you don't worry about it too much, but I know it bothers you. Because like you're talking about it, you're passionate about it. Yeah, because, we got sold the dream. Like, you have the books of knowledge. This shit I'm saying, y'all been knowing since fucking Adam and Eve time, they started this damn war. So you guys deprived us from that. And she's like, it's cool and it sucks, it hurts, yes, right? But like you tell us, it sucks, it hurts, but hold their hand and guide us. Why don't you do the same thing for the rest of the world? Like, why don't you make your own books of knowledge? Don't worry about them. Let them keep the books of knowledge. Now you make your own, create your own. And I was like, damn, that's deep. And she's like, no, this is like you said, right? We're in family, right? So she made familia. I'm from the outside looking in. You're speaking some good stuff. So why don't you start doing your own books of knowledge? Don't worry about them. Break tradition. Start your own tradition. I was like, very true. So once again, that's why I love TikTok, because this is the best platform to vibe with people that are going through, life, relationships, and breakups, etc. And why we suffered, all that good shit. And I got you every which way. I'll hold your hand 1,000. Can't fix you. I can hold your hand and guide you. Because remember, Today's last steps, what are you? Lovers, healers, and overthinkers. What do y'all worry about? Love, time, death. And with that said, which I did made a TikTok about it, but I'm a little guy, so a lot of people won't really see my TikTok, which is cool. It does not bother me because I'm gonna keep saying what I'm saying till the day I die. But if you want to see the best that I've seen so far, the best flick for a traditional last stamp to understand what you are and you function, it's called Collateral Beauty with Will Smith. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm about to watch it in a minute again. The answer to life of Amsterdam Narcs, this damn war's been going on since then. In the meantime, it's been on our face, it's been in our books. The good guy, the bad guy that went good. The lost empath, aka dark empath. It's always been this. It's a cycle, man. And it's crazy. It's like me, I'm always playing the Matrix. All I see is squares and circles, Amsterdam Narcs. So I'm always judging everybody wherever I go. I'd be like, oh, and my people's be like, oh, you know, my whoever, male, female, here in TikTok, etc. I'd be, oh, that's a herd empath. Or that's traditional because they're originally, etc. And so it's fun. Oh, that's an arc. And people are like, oh, that's unfair, you're judging people. Only God can judge people. Well, I'll be like, yo, well, you can say that tradition, Sam. Most definitely I'll give you your props. But I'm going to give you an answer. So with that said, and once again, everybody has their way of thinking, their way of wording things. I go, yeah, and God gave us free will, so I'm judging everybody because I don't need narcs, energy vampires in my life. I won't be mean to you. Hi, bye, what's up, how's the time, how's your health, and keep it pushing. See, I can do it. You can do it too, but you're going through it, so potentially not yet. And if they guilt trip you, oh, you're a Christian, you're a good person, you're an empath. How you're not helping me? Then they guilt trip you, fall down, you're falling on your face again. See, me, I'm hooked up here. I call all Amsterdam Narcs at 1,000 on the referee. I'm everybody's trigger. If you're going through it, I'm your trigger. I promise you. I'm not dealing not to hurt your feelings, but I'll grab your attention. The way I speak Shadow, because I'm just black and white. That's why once again on here, I'll do a TikTok. I've had 5 narcs block me, and about 7 empaths block me because they're hurt empaths. And some are traditional because there's the male, female in the Spanish culture that are talking about the Bible, and I just told them, hey, that's cool. You preach about the Bible, which is beautiful and wrong. You're doing good, a positive thing. But I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Don't just sit in the Bible, because when people do you dirty in life, you get in a relationship, right? And they do you dirty, they cheat on you, mistreat you, etc. All that good shit. You're gonna blame God for, God. You're gonna check his ass. God, I live by the Bible, do by the Bible, I'm good to everybody. And why do I got this? Why am I getting done dirty? Why? You might cuss him out. Which you have the right to cuss. People will be like, oh, yes, it's wrong, but you got free will, right? So with that said, you're gonna be better towards God. I did everything you said, I lived your life best as, and they still cheat on me. Still mistreated me, all that shit. And why should that's when people lose their faith? And whatever you believe in, that's your choice. I don't care if you believe a rock, right? So I tell people. That's what I told those 2 amps, don't sit on that too much, man, because that'll hurt you. And when it does, you can't be mad at God. God can't fix nobody, man. I promise you that. He said, that's what we call light workers. We can hold your hand, guide you, and that's it. Being here, keep you focused, and that's it. And that's why they block me. And the other ones, they're hurt empaths also, and they're like, this is not the way I speak. The counselors, therapists, psychiatrists, life coaches, they block me, and it hurt my feelings. Because once again, my stuff that I say is copy and paste. Like, for example, you have all these people on TikTok that do, I call them sad talks. They keep you in your feelings. Like, the idea is, okay, to watch, you're going through a breakup, right? You're going through the process. And no matter if you're single 1 day, 2 years, a year, 2 years, 5 years, if you sit on TikTok, which I call sad talks, and they left you, the narcissist, all the good shit, and you just sit on that. The idea is to pause, not keep digging your hole. The idea is to stop digging your hole and get out of it. Eventually, get out of your hole. But if you sit on narc talk too much, if you sit on sad talks too much, you're gonna just keep digging and digging and put yourself in the hole more. Listen to breakup songs, listen to all of it's gonna hurt you more, man. The idea is to go up a little bit, not down, And that's why I tell them, I won't say names yet, but I'll tag people on here. But they're just that's their TikTok. It's sad talks. That's majority of their advice and quotes and life. It's all about when people do you dirty. I won't never. I don't like the word never. That's a jinx for yourself. But I will never give my all to an individual. I will never get done dirty. All this shit. And it's just sad talks. I'm like, and when I do my stuff, and I'll be, hey, Amsterdam Narcs. To make life simple, 2 small big words why the world suffered is Amsterdam Narcs. That's all you have in this world. So which one are you? And they get offended by that. And we have to break the generational cycle, you know, because that's all you have in this world. So, and then, so once again, they block me for this situation. I just be laughing like, yo. To me personally, when I see that I get blocked, and another one, like one of my new followers, she's like, hey, I was trying to see, you know, the image is there of this counselor, but I go to this video that I read, but I started laughing at it, and I was like, for real? She's like, yeah. So I went to I'm pretty confident she blocked me, so I went to my DMs on my TikTok, and we had a conversation, and I click on it, oh yeah, she blocked me. Because we're supposed to do a live together, right? That was the idea, and it didn't work out, because me personally after that and reach out to her, because she's the hurt empath, and she's still going through it, and she's a counselor. That's why I told her, I'm not saying this disrespect to you, but like, I know you're still going through it. I'm sorry what you've been through. And then, cause she gets bothered by the comment I say, you know, right now you don't see it, but it's a blessing in disguise. So she's also, I was blessed to get my ass beat, woke up in the hospital, go, obviously not, but right now you don't see it. And I heard I'm sorry what you went through. But we vibe, right? We understand what the situation is. You know, we've all been through shit, but we're here to do what? Support, uplift, guide, and show love to each other. And I'm not trying to get you bitter, etc. But, you know, she's like, I don't like the way you think. They go, it's cool, hey, it's your... And people were telling her live, like it was her live, and she was another white young female. And she's like, well, M. Snark, I don't sit on that. I'm bored. I'll be wrong to text. I'm bored. Will I be wrong to text my ex? If you want to mess with them, just because you're, like you said, you're bored, just copy and paste his last comment. Reverse psychology. I think I'm toxic. Nah, well, the idea is to, like, you know, if he texts, you mess with him if you want to have fun situation. But yeah, but don't do it on your side. But if you choose to, reverse psychology, just grab his last text and send it to him. But what you're gonna do is potentially cause a controversy. So the idea is just let them be, and that's it, you know. But once again, you don't have to listen to me or to vibe me. Your choice, your feelings, your ish, you know, no respect at all. But I just believe in having fun. Like my situation, which I'm a hell of a lot better now, but in the beginning, yes, it's hard. Shoot, I don't want to text my ex, hello. Right, hermano? In the beginning, it's hard, right? But after you got the healing process, awakening process, and you once you become woke, like my ex, I tell you, I'm not knocking him, it's not a story. But I'm over the situation. I'm just telling a story. I don't have no feelings. It's just boring. Yo, once again, you choose to, Molly, that's your choice. But just do reverse psychology. Don't cause grief. But after it became woke, like, yo, I didn't worry about what she was doing. I care about social media. I'm doing my ish, etc. And that's before I became woke. On TikTok, they'd be like, hey, you know, you should, you know, block them and everything, etc. Which is cool. You can do the whole no contact, which is definitely your choice. Me as an individual, like, type of you don't believe me, it's on my, you know, go on my TikTok, it's on my YouTube channel when I was doing my Facebook Live before TikTok, which September 1st of this year will be my 1 year anniversary on TikTok. People would tell me, you know, because I make my live, I'll be on Facebook Live, right? And you know, her people, like, aka the, what do you call them, smear campaign. And then, you know, she would jump on there and they would give me grief. And then I'd be like, oh, my people know who she is. Like, they know her personally because they know us here in the Valley. And my followers on Facebook, they'd be like, because they see the comments, because she would be, and then her friends, and some of my friends, quote unquote, they would be just, you know, negative, you know, comments. They'd be like, yo, is that, and they'd be saying, yo, is that Jada? And I'd be like, I have my ink, yep, that's Jada. I think I'm going to take my sleeping pill instead of texting him. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, definitely, yeah, no, yeah, many times. You know, do your prayer, etc. Just watch a flick. Like, if you have Netflix, sometime, if you can, put on Cloud of Beauty. But you better get your tissue box, because like I say, I watch it, which I'm about to watch in a minute, and I shed my tears with it, but because it's we're raised incorrectly, stuck in a generation cycle, and we got done dirty pretty bad. We were set up for failure wise, and it sucks. That's why when I watch it, it reminds me of my own self when I was a traditional and I was a hurt empath. But once again, we worry about love, time, death. Yeah, that shit sucks bad, man. I'm just like, damn, we got fucked every which way. But with that said, once you understand what you're as an individual, fall back, be nice, think about your parents, grandparents, uncles, aunties. If you talking about this shit, you could, like, in the Spanish culture, I'm really considered crazy. My mom just give me grief all the time, like, Mom, Jesus, I need mine, Jesus, everything in my life. But I tell her every day, I'm in church every day. We vibing 1,000, right? My ex told me 2 days ago that I'm his property. What he means by that? Yo, hey Janet, I believe you said your ex is he's Latino too, right? I believe. But when they say that comment was, that's because once again, if they're narcissists 1,000, aka machista, that's because they believe they own you because of the history, etc. And with that said, when they're trying to trauma bond you, aka make you the safe house, they will say it to you. So then, because what they're doing, they're gaslighting you. Potentially, will think that, but maybe you know what? Because like they'll say, no one's gonna love you like I love you, and all them gaslighting bullshit traditional comments. But if you're going through it, you won't believe that. Let's say you're beautiful, right? Banging, etc. All that good shit. They'll be like, oh, you're ugly, you're fat, you're retarded. Male, female, gay or straight, I don't give a shit. And what they're doing, they're gaslighting you to, manipulate your ass that you should don't move on. You're be stuck with them. And you be, oh, you know what? Fuck it, they're all right. You know what? And everyone's telling you beautiful, male, female, and you don't see that because they demolish you with words. You're brainwashed. I love my life and living free and single. Yeah, no, Janet, it's beautiful. Keep it that way, man. It's not a controlling, narcissistic person. 1,000 money, you know the deal is. No, for sure, 1,000. That's their job. I tell you, with a narcissist 1,000, give them the props. They're beasts at what to do, but that's how I'm narcissist. I'm your kryptonite. Yo, I discard you every which way because I know how you function. So that's it. Every narcissist worried about what? Their cosmetics, lust, they don't love, and what? Their reputation. You expose them on social media, yo, this person, like me, I'll be like, I won't say narcissist, But I say my analogies, I go, yo, people, you vibe me? Square in circles. I go, this person right here is a circle. If you vibe me, I'm talking about my analogies, because I use squares of impetus, circle narcissist, that's what I have around me. The analogy I thought Seattle 2000. Then you vibe with me in a certain situation, and I forewarned you. If you don't, yo, DM me, I got you. And from there, I was like, oh, yeah, that's a circle narcissist. Really? Be very cautious. You can talk to them, set up, but remember, they can act nice, they can't be nice. Major difference, yeah, distinguish the difference. They'll say you that fake Romeo and Juliet love story. So if you don't believe me, I'll start with the phone, right? So in that fake Romeo and Juliet love story, because on the phone I got time to, I got time to, Vagina, let's say you and I were talking about Bible, right? And I met you, TikTok, good shit, we're talking, going through here, going back and forth. So if I don't respond right away, right? Then I can say my excuse, oh, my work, I was busy, the kids, right? But you ask me a question, or whatever question it is, and I don't have the answer, I can ask YouTube, I can ask Google. But if I'm lazy about it, I ask YouTube. More likely somebody made a video about it, right? And what I do, I respond to you, so I'm just making you feel how to go. Damn, he's good with the book, etc. So I tell people, that's because we're socializing. Now we see face to face, now we're verbalizing, and everything changes, and then what happens? You're ready for potentially a fake, Romeo and Juliet love story. They love bombing, etc. And you really know the cherry top when you have TLC and lay down with each other. If it's not the same after TLC, etc., everything gets awkward, less texting, less phone calls, less I love yous, all that good shit. You got love bomb, man. And now you're about to get potentially ghosted or it's gonna fall apart real fast. And that was called lust, not love. That's why I don't respond to him. I laugh at him. Oh yeah, no, Johnny, you're doing very good. Good, I'm glad you don't let it bother you. And I'm worth 1,000, brother. I told him the same. He minds my property. Yeah, you're funny. I don't live in the general. I don't let live in general bother me. I'm so unbothered. I learned this in time. That's beautiful. Hey, yo, Dad, you're doing beautiful. And my brother Turner, hermano, he's doing good too. And it's about vibing, help each other vibe and laugh, crack jokes, Because that's how it's supposed to be in the healing process. And that's why I tell people, push on Narcissistic Energy Barriers way 1,000. Keep positive amps that are going on in the healing process, whether woke, etc. by your side. Then you can control your overthinking. You got positive people around you. The only time they give you any type of shit is when you're doing wrong. Like for example, John, if you go back to your dude, you tell your ex-wife, you tell him. You tell us, I guess what guys, I went back to my ex, give him another chance. We'll give the criticism like, yo, here's the kicker, so you did that. For one, it doesn't happen, and it's a bit worse. What do you mean? When he does this thing, gets to believe, etc., and he does it again, and you break up with him again, or he leaves, whatever, isn't her bad. Worse than the first time, I promise you that. But the idea is not to, after the second time, don't make it a third, don't make it a fourth, don't make it a habit. Do not become a safe house, aka quote unquote trauma bonded, because you'll be there for a very long time. That's good. We can only take it one day at a time, stay positive, and keep it going. 1,000 hermano, yeah, day by day, and baby step, kids. I tell people, as long as you wake up again tomorrow, another day to do good. You know, the past, the past. You can't do shit about it. Just take your notes, learn from it, and share your stories to others. Tomorrow, aka the future, you might not wake up, so why over stress about it? You can make. I don't like to respond. I use ideas to do certain things, but you might not wake up. So as long as you keep it present, which wake up tomorrow, you have somewhat control what's going around you, and that's why I tell people when you go through your healing process, don't let the outside world get into your world too much, because if you're overstressed about news, politics, racism, and all this bullshit's going on, and you're starting your healing process, then it potentially overcome you and trigger you, and you're trying to deal with your triggers, not get too many triggers. I've been 1 whole year single, so I'm healed about 99. Hello. That's good, Janet. You're doing good. That's beautiful to hear, man. So I know it gets lonely and it sure hurts, right? Like even before my Amber, like real shit about talk. I was like, once again, I was getting not bragging. Like tell me, I'm nothing to brag about. I just vibing that shit, right? So I'm just like getting DM all the female, tell every female, yo, you can ask me any question you like about me, any question. I'm not a virgin. I ask you questions. But if your head is to get to know me, and to potentially try to build a relationship, I'm gonna tell you now. They're still gonna tell you this, but you're still you're her empath. You're still broken. I can hold you and guide you, but I can't fix you. And they'd be like, well, that's gonna mean. I'm like, well, scenario. I'm 1,000. You're 200, right? And we start dating, right? Quote unquote. We're together, relationship, and I make you feel good. But let's say you have your days that you're down, right? Your days that you're down, and I'm gonna pick you up. How long will I be there? Waiting for you to change from 200 to 1,000. Let's say it's 3 years, 300. 5 years, you're at 600. Let's say 20 years, you barely hit 700. Quote unquote, right? It's a scenario. So I'm going to sacrifice my life for you that's not fully healed. When I got to just hold your hand, guide you, and that's it. And some female will be like, okay, so let's say we do that, and you hold my hand, you guide me, and I reach 1,000. Quote unquote, you say, Neo, and become 1,000 because you. Then can we be in a relationship? I'm like, no, because I help and guide you. So now you're ready to fall back, like I'm falling back, and wait for the 2020 to show up. And everybody asks me, how will you know when he or she shows up? But I'll tell you whatever you're into. I go very simple, because in reality, you're dating yourself. What do you mean? You're dating yourself. Because why do you think when you're in a relationship, you're going through it, you'd be like, damn, I wish my partner was like me. If he or she was like I was, then we could be 500,000, no problems behind it. And that's when we're walking an eggshells and we're doing POs, I understand my ex has been gone over a year. You're doing good, amount of 1,000. Cool, keep it going. That's how it is. Oops, what'd I do? Okay. And thanks to Marge, I've gotten him a lot better. He's my brother for sure. Hermano, we're all here to support each other, uplift each other. Hey, what up, BFF? You can say, welcome to the live. I'm loving all your positive vibes. Thank you for always keeping it 1,000. Keep your crown up. Oh, 1,000, very blessed. And likewise, it's, crazy talk. But I'm here for the world and family, and just to hold hand and guide you and keep it going. No, everyone deserves to be happy in life. And now I tell people, relationship talk. I'm just being honest. If you come to your home, no matter where you live at with your partner, and you got a sign, I gotta deal with their asses. Shit's over. You about the stupid ass phone? Shit's over. If you walk out of eggshells, it's over. When it gets tricky, yes, when kids are involved, it's definitely 1,000. But when kids are involved, you gotta think about the kids, not about yourself. Because our kids see that and what happens, they think it's normal. So when they grow up and they get relationships, my parents are arguing, so I can look at my girlfriend. It's okay. That's a no-no. And that's why, and when kids are involved, the true victims in a toxic relationship is our kids. 1,000. A lot of parents like hearing that shit. Oh, but yes, I understand the mistreat. Yo, I've been punched, shit's thrown in my face. My hands cut, sat behind the door for a year. I can tell you stories, but it was still about my kids. Because I want them better than my kiddos. I want you to have a better life than I have. I'm not the best parent. No, I'm a lot better now. Yes, I kind of talk to you guys. I verbalize with you guys. When I'm bothered you, I'm asking you why I'm bothered. What did you do wrong, or what did you do to trigger me, to bother me? And why are we having this conversation? I go, yeah, I'm asking all the questions. I know the answer, but I need you to answer it. you know, and so on and so on. So I'm gonna take a nap before I do the dumbest thing at a time. Yo, I'm feeling that now, Janet. Oh yeah. But definitely tell you, yeah, pop your I think it's called like what, melatonin pill, whatever, sleeping pills. And then if you can, I tell you if you have Netflix, watch the Collab Beauty. But cause I'm about to jump out too. I said 12 o'clock and it's 12:20. I said I'll be talking, man. So, but I'm about to get off, guys. So, mad love respect to whoever's on here. You know, Janet, you doing hella good. You know, your ex, keep pushing him away. Let him surf on his own. You know, that's all you can do. You know, it's your history. It's done deal. You know. Hope to see you next time. Hope to see you next time so I can continue making you laugh. Why that? 1,000. Why I got you? I'll probably go live again. Potentially Friday afternoon. Yeah. Hashtag talk gossip. Right, man, 1,000. No, yeah, no. I love TikTok. This is the best platform in the world. Look at, like on Facebook, the hashtag was my people's, you know, all nationwide, worldwide. That, you know, we were talking. He said it. I'd be like, you know, because I tell you I'm a nobody. Good night. Whatever. Take care. Keep doing good because you blessed every which way, and don't fold, vale. But like I tell you, hashtag, you know, from nobody to somebody's. And that's, I'll probably get that venture somewhere on my body. But this is the beautiful thing about TikTok, yo. You know, it's meet some raw, real ass people out here, and they show more love, respect, and even help you than the people locally. So, but yeah, have a good night, guys. Stay fresh, be safe, keep doing good. Remember, keep it 1,000. Team spirit all day, every day. Team M's and social media familia. Ciao, ciao. Be fresh.